Hello. Wait. Oh, that's too bright. God, hold on. I hit the button. That's better. Okay. Yay. Yes, I know audio cut out for a second. Hi. Um, Sorry there was no stream yesterday. Hi, Bubba's. I took my dad out for his birthday. I need to call him. One moment, actually. I'm gonna put you on mute. Okay. There we go. Daughter duties are done. Amanda, did you forget to call your dad until 2:18 p.m.? Yes, but I took him out to dinner last night. Okay? Hermes, I don't know what you're trying to get into. Oh, Hermes did something weird last night. Let me tell you this. Hermes was super weird last night. So my dad got Hermes a big, like those rawhide shoe things, but it was like a braided one that was like a big circle, okay? And it was for Rosie. He got two. He got one for Rosie and one for Hermes. But they're Rosie sizes. Rosie is a bear of a dog. Rosie is a super mutt, and looks like a baby black bear. Okay, she's huge. Okay, Hermes is a mini schnauzer. He's not huge. He's just a toddler size. And so it was like comically big for Hermes. And so I was like, I'm worried that it's gonna get stuck on his jaw because Hermes just kept, he picked it up, picture this size on me, but like him. So he like, and was like walking in, he was doing, so it was too big. And I was like, normally when I give him any toy ever, a shoe, anything, he takes it and he waddles off to his little blanket spot because he doesn't destroy the blanket, but he'll destroy a bed, and he plops down and he holds it in place like it's gonna escape, and then he gnaws at it until it disappears. Okay, that's how he doesn't like, he doesn't like sit there and lick it. Like he'll sit there and like hold it into submission and okay, that's how my dog is. He didn't do that though with this thing, and so I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? Hermes started doing this super weird thing where my dad's on the couch, I'm on the floor, like being like making sure it's not getting stuck on his jaw, and Hermes is going in circles around the couch. Like going in circles, okay? Going in circles and like looking in spots. He came up here on his own. He started clawing at the gate. So I came up and I was like, what the fuck? And I opened it and he started trying to like dig. And I was like, is he trying to fucking hide this thing? Is he trying to hide it? And so I was like following him around and he was like whining. I think because he saw me see him not find a good spot for it. So eventually I go in my room and I'm like getting work done. Hermes drops the chew like on the floor and abandons it. And I was like, okay, it's fine. And like even then, even though I wasn't in direct view of him, it's so big. I wasn't like worried about him chewing it. I wasn't even worried about him like breaking off a piece and choking. Like it was that big. Okay, so he's too quiet for a second. My dad fell asleep on the couch because he came over way too early for our reservation, and I'm like, but Hermes came and like plopped down, and I was like, all right, where'd you put it? Like, let me go find it. So I go look around, you guys. I looked for a fucking hour. I could not find this fucking chew. Could not find it. I was like, Hermes, where the fuck did you put it? And I didn't hear nothing knocked over. The doors were all open, so I could hear everything. There was no more digging because I'd heard him literally trying to dig up the carpet, trying to find a place to hide it. Okay, And I was like, Hermes, where the fuck did you put it? I'm opening up cupboards. I'm looking underneath things. I'm flipping things over. I'm taking all of my suitcases out from underneath my stairs, which is where I keep my suitcases. Nothing. I can't find. I was like, Dad. And my dad wakes up and he's like, I heard nothing. He had it one second and was gone the next. And my dad's like, I'll find it. I'll find it. I was like, oh, okay, sure you will. My dad wakes up and he's like, looking around. Okay, bud, get your bone. And Hermes, who's bad at fetch, of course didn't go and get it because that's not a thing that he does. So he's just like, oh, he loves my dad. He's obsessed with my dad. Okay, so he's like, my favorite guy wants to play. Okay. Does not go and get the bone whatsoever. And he's not acting like we took it. So he knows where it is. But he's like, he's going in circles. It was just weird. It was so weird. But I was like, okay, we have a reservation. It's probably like, I'll find it. It's somewhere. But also, a week ago, we lost the living room remote. I have 2 TVs in this apartment. I have one in my room and I have one in the living room. Okay. Out of nowhere, I lost the remote to the living room TV. And I know what you're thinking, Hermes probably got it. I knew he didn't eat it because I would find pieces of it. He is a remote eater, okay? So I knew I would have found a piece of it if he had eaten the remote. I have not found it. So I was like, he hid the fucking remote and he hid the fucking chew somewhere. But I was like, did my dog make a deal with the fairies or the gnomes or something? Because there must be a secret portal in my apartment. Because there's literally nowhere I checked was there even, like, nowhere I could find this fucking thing. Nowhere. It was so weird. So go to dinner, come back, take Hermes for a walk. My dad had dropped me off, so I'm alone. And Hermes is being weird as shit again. And I thought he was being weird because my dad had said goodbye earlier, but didn't come back. And so he knew I didn't come back with my dad. So I was like, okay, maybe that's it. So, but Hermes did a walk. He went potty. Like, everything was fine. He had food. He was doing the circles again. And I was like, did you fucking forget where you found it? Where you hid it? Like, is that what the problem is? But he started trying to get to the rolling rack that I have in my living room of, like, the clothes that I need to donate and or resell. You know, that, like, spot that every girl has, okay? And I had blocked off certain spots, and I was like, all right, I took everything out that I had blocked. And he's, like, looking underneath. So I get on the floor, and I look underneath this mesh rack. This fucking dog had somehow wedged this thick. I might have to. I don't want to bring it up here because I took it from him after this because he started doing weird shit again. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with this chew, but my dog can't have it. Like, he's being too fucking weird. He had wedged it underneath the base of the rack and then took shorts, like shorts of mine that he had also stolen, and shoved in front of where the fucking chew was. Like, he was extra hiding it. And so I'm pulling everything out from under here looking for the remote. The remote, not fucking there. So who knows where the fuck that thing went. Truly have no idea. I'll find it when I move out, I'm sure, okay? But I gave him back the toy, and he started doing circles again. And I was like, no, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this braided chew, but we're not doing this. You broke my fucking dog. He's gonna be 5. His brain is going, clearly, okay? He's a fucking little weirdo. No, Hermes is let me be clear, you guys. Hermes is very intelligent. We know he's very intelligent. Hermes chooses to be an asshole, okay? Hermes chooses to be disobedient, and that's how I know he's an evil fucking mastermind, okay? He's my son, and I love him. Of course he is the way that he is. But he is an asshole by choice, okay? He's very intelligent. He chooses to, he knows, oh, if mom's on the couch, it's going to take her a second to come and get me if I'm trying to jump on the counter to get food. He's figured that out. He's timed things, okay? He's an asshole. Love him to death. He's crazy, okay? But he does just choose to be, disobedient and a little asshole, He's intelligent, but he has anxiety. And that's why he hates everyone, aside from me and my father and the women that work at the boarding daycare. So he's now chilling on the couch downstairs, but he's not, we're done. He's not getting that chew again. But my dad does this regularly where he'll give Hermes things because, like, Rosie's a fucking tank, okay? Rosie's, like I said, a super mutt. She's a trained service dog. She was in the shelter. She could be 6, she could be 10. We don't fucking know, okay? Because she grew a lot when Lisa first got her, and that was right before lockdown. So we thought maybe she was a puppy, but also when she first got her, it was speculated she was 6. I mean that she was 3, but she's grown so much. So who knows, okay? But like my dad will give her stuff and she'll like get bored of chews and like abandon them. Meanwhile, Hermes will decimate anything that I don't know he has long for, like he'll decimate it over time so long as I don't find it, you know? So he just like gives Hermes things thinking that it's the same as Rosie. And I'm like, well, no. Also, I have to deal with it if you give him a chew toy that causes his gums to bleed. So therefore, the answer is no, you know. Free my boy Hermes. He's fine. He's free. It was just, I was genuinely like freaked out because I've never seen him do that. It was like a weird, methodical, let me go check all these spots. And then he was like whining because he couldn't find a good spot for it. It freaked me out so much, you guys. I was like, what the fuck did you do to my dog? What did you give him? Oh no, Hermes is homophobic. We know this. We know this. But I've also never brought a girl home, so we really don't know yet, you know? But I don't bring anyone home. Like, I've been in Anarchy and Chris's wedding, and they've never been inside my apartment. they Chris likes to speculate that Hermes isn't real. Chris likes to believe that Hermes doesn't actually exist, and I'm lying, because he's never met him. And I've known them for years now. You have to be careful with chew toys. You have to be able to make a dent with your fingernail, or else they will break teeth. We learned that the hard way with our dogs. Hermes can handle things, and Hermes needs a stiffer toy because he'll any rubber toy he will tear apart in a matter of minutes. Like even when he was a puppy, he's a decimator. Like he'll decimate shit, you know, which is nuts. Sorry. Okay, so this is what we're working with, by the way, but I have decided I want to make this into a sweater. So I did find I asked TikTok for some recommendations, and someone suggested, honestly, if you could have made the panel larger, then it'll be fine. If you're fine with it looking a little like wonky, then maybe it would be fine if you do like a granny square pattern on it and like do like a granny square styling around it. That could work. We shall see. That's plan B. Because I want my space sweater. I think this would be fun. Side note, I did look at the JPL tours. JPL is going to start doing tours. The Jet Propulsion Lab is going to start doing tours again. They wouldn't let me look at a booking. It was annoying. So we'll see. Swell Entertainment does a group trip. I just do forget a meetup. I just do, hey guys, we're going to the Jet Propulsion Lab. JPL is the Jet Propulsion Lab. Part of NASA, but it's in Pasadena. They used to do an open house thing, but I think because of COVID, they don't do it anymore. Also funding. Space stuff, chat. There's a really funny video clip. I was watching a video on the author of The Martian, talking about how the book got made and then how the movie got made. And he was talking about like the science and all of that. And there's a one line where he's like, I was very focused on he was like, I was very focused on making sure the science was right. Aside from the intro where there's like a dust storm. Dust storms don't really happen on Mars. It wouldn't work the same way. He's like, but I needed this thing to happen. He's like, but most of what we did, most of what was in the book at the time, they were following. Everything that was in the book at the time was scientifically accurate. However, now that the book and the movie have come out, new discoveries have been made. And he was like, and those fuckers over, I don't think he said those fuckers, I think he said those assholes over at JPL, at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, you know, which I always found very funny. I burst out laughing when I saw that. And it's so hilarious to me. I used to have one until dropping it for odd reasons. That's why I was a member. That is funny. It's funny because I do know people who have Teslas that love their Teslas. They're like, fuck this guy. None of them have Cybertrucks. And then, was it Anarchy who told me that Markiplier fucking hates his Tesla? Has hated it for a while. I went to it when I was like in 3rd grade. My Girl Scout troop went to the open house when I was in elementary school. And it was real cool. And I remember there was a thing where you could stand in it, okay, and you could see like what the Mars rover would see. Like the view of Mars. Like it was almost like it was like photos and stuff that they surround. But I was like, I should go to space. And then I was bad at math, so I couldn't do that, you know? Maybe that's a new series I'll do so for YouTube, okay, for Swell Shenanigans, the channel that you're watching this on, if you're watching via YouTube, I'm going to probably change it back to Swell Shenanigans instead of Swell Shenanigans Clips, okay? This is still going to be the streaming channel, but I think this would be a good place to have all of my miscellaneous travel and side quest content that doesn't fit on Girly Pop Go or Swell Entertainment that I want to make long form content of. You know what I'm saying? Like, because TikTok already gets that with short form, okay? But I like the idea of having a long form platform versus making a whole new platform, you know, a whole new page and then trying to get it monetized again. Because this is already monetized, you know? And the reality of it is that this is my job. I'm self-employed. And if you guys want to see cool shit, I need to be able to make money from it, you know? It's funny because I saw a really funny video before I went live of this girl who was like, I'm opting out of dating because everyone had been telling her that to actually have successful dating life, you got to treat it like a job. And she was like, no, because everything I treat like a job, I make money from. I don't make money from dating. It's a net negative for my mental health. And I was like, you know what? Good fucking point. You know, same concept. Okay. My job is content and I have fun doing it. I love my job. But in order to prioritize things like Girly Pop Go and things like that, the fact that it's monetized helps. Prioritizing travel content that doesn't quite fit on other platforms that I want to make a video for, it would make sense to have it here. You know what I'm saying? Someday Twitch will tell me you're live. It's funny because you and I were literally in chat a second ago, Sparkly. Everyone say hi, Sparkly. Is it a career? What do you mean, is it a career? YouTube? Content? My bank account thinks it's a career. Like, what do you mean? Elaborate, Ultimate Foe. Are you asking this? Yeah, dude. This is a career. This is a content. Is it going to be my only career? No. But this is a job. This is a career. I don't give it. I'm not one of those people that's going to sit here and like argue with adults. Like, I refuse, you know. It's like you can, you know, people can complain about like that's not a real job. Video games isn't a real job. And it's like, I make money professionally doing this. I am quoted in college lectures. I am mentioned in people's theses. Okay. I pay people. I pay 2 people. I have 2 people on payroll. I pay a fuckload in taxes. I have an S corp. You know, like, A small entertainment thesis. I have been mentioned in a thesis. They never send it to me, which is annoying. Every time someone asks me if they can interview me for a project or something, I think only one person has ever sent me like the final project. They always, sometimes they tell me like, hey, I'm so sorry I didn't end up using your quotes because of X, Y, and Z. And that doesn't matter. I'm fine with that. Like for papers and stuff, I don't mind. But like I have had people like message me and they're like, hey, I showed your video in class. Or students will message me and be like, my professor loved your video on blank. They showed it to us in class. I hear that from time to time. But my point is, yes, YouTube is a career. You may not like it. It's not like a set career. And there's no job security with it. There's no career trajectory. Doesn't make a lot of sense. It's the same way that I would say entrepreneurship is a career, in the same way. In that sometimes when you hear someone explain to you they're an entrepreneur, you kind of want to roll your eyes. I fully acknowledge that me saying I'm a full-time content creator makes people want to roll their eyes. However, that doesn't change the fact that they come to me for advice when they want to make a YouTube channel. You know? So it's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't matter if you think content is a career or not. Because, like, everything you see in the view of this camera is paid for with my content. You know? Like, and that's just the reality of it. It's like the money is real. Whether you think it's a real career or not. Yeah, dude. I paid for the chair. It sucks. It's broken. I need a different chair. But I did pay for it with content money. I mean, I classify myself as an independent businesswoman, like an independent business owner. Like, at least that's what my taxes say. So... Dude, I've never refilled this floaty. The other two really broke down, but I feel like that's because I was maybe speed running it. So I don't know. But I folded those up anyways because I needed the space. So those are in storage under my stairs now. This is the Red Bull float. You can equate the two. I have no problem being compared to OF creators. I mean, I have friends that are OF creators. And, like, people don't realize how much work goes into, like, truly being a successful OF creator, frankly. In that sector, no joke. People would be mad. No, you're okay. We support adult content creators over here. I am friends with many of them. I mean, it looked like every other, you know, public event that happens where everyone, the social contract of like public events and like people in a city has truly gotten horrible. But that's something that's been happening for a while, unfortunately, where a lot of people really don't want to do the work to not, like, the concept of not littering is something that, like, I will hold this cup until I can find a trash can, until I can bring it back to my car, until I can get it back to my hotel room and throw it away in my hotel trash. However, the concept of that is not something that some people want to deal with anymore. So they'll leave trash. If they see one person leave a thing of trash, they're not, wow, I shouldn't add to this trash pile that's in the random middle of nowhere. They're like, oh, it must be okay for me to put my trash there. You know, like it's things like that. Yeah, Markiplier's job isn't real, but it just funded a whole feature film, you know? It's like, and the reality is, it's like I've talked about this a lot. When I went to Cannes and I talked to some people at companies, even though the event itself was like really trying to open up to creators because they acknowledge what a marketing powerhouse creators are, the companies that are working with creators, some of them were annoyed with speaking to me because it was like, well, we'll let you know when we have ad dollars to spend, you know, versus like, or we can just have a conversation. Hello, I like your products, you know, because it was like, why is my billboard speaking to me? Where it's like they acknowledge the power that creators have and they want the access to our audiences, but they really are annoyed that they have to go through us to get to those audiences. Hi, Chef. Wasn't far at all. Well, because I feel like Mr. Beast's job, like it sounds, you know what, that's a really good point, Kamika, because I am curious what the difference is. Because, like, if you mention a creator, if you ask someone to mention a creator and they're an adult, who is a YouTuber you watch? A lot of them will mention Mr. Beast. And I don't know if that's just because their kids are watching Mr. Beast, the attention economy and like the Amazon of it all, the lawsuits of it all, the Beast Burger of it all, if he's just made himself so visible that he is now synonymous with being a YouTuber. And so therefore that's like, I feel like the amount of businesses that he has been a part of legitimizes him to a lot of people, which I won't lie. I do think that long-term successfulness for a creator, you do need to do things. Like I'm working on literally like 3 books right now, you know. We have a company that we're working on. We're doing X, Y, and Z, you know. Those are super early days things, so you guys don't know about them. But like there's things that we're working on. And that's the smart thing. A lot of creators, the smart thing to do is to work on a company and then maybe hope you get acquired or something like that and get a chunk of money so that you, because to some degree, for me, the streaming in particular is 100% exchanging time for money, which is what people with a 9 to 5 do. Now I get to do whatever I want here. I could sit here and start saying, we're going to play the SpongeBob theme song again and again and again on a harpsichord. Now I can't play harpsichord, but you get my point? Like I can do whatever I want. And, you know, on Twitch, on YouTube, we got 5 viewers, and on Twitch, we've got, you know, 43. But like, this is still the reality. Like, I'm exchanging my time. Streaming in particular, I don't make money unless you're watching. Now, Kai Cenat, who has not apparently been live on Twitch in 3 months, is still making like $250,000 from subs, which is crazy. So you can get to a point where it is technically, you know, residual income, but it's residual income because your audience forgets to not subscribe when you're not live, you know? Like that's one thing. But like I could not stream and like you guys wouldn't not renew, you know, you guys would not renew if I didn't stream, you know. And even then, all of you guys that are subbed right now, this is not a large portion of my income. Twitch is the bottom of my funnel. I do this to yap and work out concepts, you know, for videos and things like that. And I enjoy it. I enjoy, you know, talking to a camera and talking with chat. This is fun. It's a different, you guys get to see the fact that like the edited version of me is the same as like normal me. You know what I'm saying? They've made through the years is crazy. Yep. I mean, I think that if there was a time, I think that there should be a way for me to pause subs, but I don't know. I think you're falling. I don't know how many of you have auto subbing turned on, but you know, I mean, I know how much people still use Patreon because there are people that forget their sub to people on Patreon and they enjoy that, you know. Their credit cards billed. What the hell? I guess. I mean, but I would like, if I was like, hey guys, I'm traveling a lot. April, I'm going to be gone. Right now for Japan, it's looking like I leave the end of March and we're looking at like 3 weeks. Okay. Now I would like to stream, but I'm going to be in another country and the likelihood of me being able to stream is not super likely. Okay. So I would like, if there was a way for me on my end to pause memberships, okay, or subs. Kuna, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you for the subs. You won the Swole Grand Prix. But like, I would like if there was a way for me to pause that, so that I can make sure you guys aren't, thank you for following, so that you guys aren't being charged even if I'm not live just because you forget to like not renew. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I would be like, and then I could come back and turn it back on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like that, but that's something that I would like because I don't like, you know, I make money from, how much money have I made on YouTube? Let's see. For YouTube Studio, for Twitch, I mean, for streaming, I have made a whopping, do you guys want to see the number for January? For January, oh no, that's February. I made a whopping, guess, in total from VODs. Did I? Oh, wow. I traveled a lot again in January. I totally forgot how much I traveled in January. I made a whopping $95 on YouTube, okay, from VODs, which I make no money from VODs, $95. And I think that's because I think I made $81 from one stream. Hang on, let me see. Revenue. Was it a super chat? Instead of yelling, I'm gaming. Did someone gift? Yeah, supers and gifts. Someone gifted like $80 in one of the January streams, where I said instead of yelling, I'm gaming, and I'm assuming that was when the files came out. Okay, I'm assuming that's when, because I don't remember and this doesn't show me. But on average, I make about $30 from the VODs on YouTube, you know? So it's like, that's one way to monetize those. Over on Twitch, I'll pull up my January. Here, I'll pull up my January for Twitch. January, I made, guess, in total, this is everything. January, guess. Remember, I streamed far less than normal. $100, $20, $5, $260. I made $323.76. So in total for the month of January, I made about $440 from streaming on average. Okay. Now, is that low compared to what I make on literally every other platform? I will say it's beating TikTok right now. Today, this week, I am making $200 from TikTok from 1 week on TikTok. Because I had a video do very well. But TikTok is so all over the place. So I don't rely on TikTok. I don't rely on short form. Is this anywhere near to what I make from Swell Entertainment on YouTube? No. No. Not even semblance of close. All right. YouTube takes good care of me. Okay. So far for February, we've been live a lot more. We have made, is it the same number? Okay, we've been live a lot more, so we have a lot more. My average viewers is up. We have made a whopping $348 so far, not counting today. Hype Train, thank you. Is that, Hype Trains are so, I feel like everything is so weird and delayed right now. Proud of us, chat. Thanks, Nomad. And that's predominantly paid subs. And then ads here, I can hide all of my gifted subs, turbo. I'll leave turbo on. Cheering, power-ups, hype, game sales, da-da-da-da-da. I have made from ads. When did I make $41 in ads on the 3rd. Was that when was that when Bose rated us? That might have been it. Shout out Bose. We got $41 in ads, but on average I make, let's see, $2.82 in ads, $5 in ads, $3 in ads. Yesterday, $2.24 in ads. The day before, 97 cents. Reeling in the dough, okay? $3.48, $4.92, you know. Who are the streamer hobbyists who are making big claims on their taxes but only making like $95 a month? The IRS is going to come for you unless you are like Amanda with multiple content creation revenue streams with your brand. Why are they making big claims? What do you mean? Can you elaborate, Sparkly? You had 2 huge raids last month. No, that was this month though. I know we got the big raid in but they weren't here for very long. Oh, one just bought a $6,000 gaming PC. Another, oh, I see, like all of these write-offs. So, I mean, I have been, my first 2019, when I did my taxes, I was in the negative content-wise, where I had spent way more on content than I had made because I wasn't a full-time creator yet. But I still, like, did all my stuff on my taxes, but I didn't have, like, a lot of write-offs. But I had a loss, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously 2020 things changed, and then onwards and since, you know. I think they're almost at the end of the month and we're too much into 2026. But they've only streamed like 6 months. I mean, I do have friends that do, I do know people that do write-offs and it's like their content is not making money, but they're like really funding their content, but they have had content in the past. They've always been classified as like a creator in some capacity. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm a variety creator, but like even then my fucking accountant gets on me all the time. It's like, is that travel? Is that actually for, you know, the thing? And I was like, yes, I wouldn't have gone to Denver if it wasn't for Denver, the furry convention I reviewed. Yes, you're right. That travel was all for the sake of work. I wasn't going for funsies, you know. I just get anxious because I'm like, your credit card debt? Yeah. I blame the AI bubble. I mean, yeah. No, my credit card debt still exists. I'm giving myself more leeway this year because, like, I'm still dealing with it, but also I need to not have a panic attack. So I actually got quite a bit of yarn. My Michaels had a really good deal on Yarn Chat. So I actually got quite a bit of yarn for like $60. Like, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 giant balls of yarn for like $60. It's pretty solid. Pretty good deal. No, 8. Yeah, because it was the buy one get 50% off, the second one. And then it was, yeah, so I got, I mean, 6, 7. 6, 7, you know? I think you got to set up an LLC and business account first if you're starting off. I worry because those friends are closer to 40. I didn't start up an S Corp and an LLC till 2024. And it was in the nick of time. Did I tell you guys how I almost owed, what was it? $70,000 in taxes in 2024? Oh no, sorry, 2023 is when I started my S Corp and LLC. And I kept putting it off because one, my old accountant sucked. I did not like him. Yeah, I almost owed $70,000 in taxes. I found that out, chat, while I was in Japan. So Scootish saw me have a panic attack in real fucking time. He also saw me ask the very real question, do we think I can get more for my kidney here or in Japan or back home? Now, thank God, I didn't actually owe that. Thank you for following. What I owed was far less. Okay, I still owed about $20,000. Okay, which I paid because I pay. Okay, I get to live in the beautiful state of California. I do pay accordingly. Okay, and like the California, when you go to other countries and you go to other states and you like look around, you're like, wow, the California tax is worth it. Okay, we had 2 days of winter. We got some rain. We're chilling now, you know. The rest of the country is under snow. Okay? Um, which like I handled it, you know. But what it was is that my accountant at the time had the wrong date for my S corp starting for 2023. So he had it as I only had it for 2 months when I had it for like 6. So that's why it was 70 instead of like the 20 it actually was. Okay. So it was according. And then last year I owed nothing because I was paying the taxes better with the payroll system with my S corp, because I pay myself a reasonable salary with my S corp paying myself. I run payroll, so taxes get taken out every time I get paid every 2 weeks. So that makes it so that last year I actually got a refund for the first time since 2019. So that was nice. One of them asked me for tax help on $200 earned on Twitch. Oh, yeah. I know some states, I know California just got rid of it, but like until you make more than $600 on your side hustle, you don't have to declare it, I think is what it was, no? They pay big time for that. Yeah, for refunds. Friends are shoveling snow. Meanwhile, we're in shorts and t-shirts. I'm in a tank top right now, chat. I walked my Hermes while I still had wet hair from the shower today. And guess what? I won't get sick. Won't matter because it was 75. It's 75 right now. Incredible. Yeah, it was $200 earned from subs that they partially funded, and the $6,000 PC. And I'm just, what? Do people want to get audited? Like, I really avoid any risk of audits is like my goal. That's my plan always. God, my hair looks so stringy when I let it air dry. It's getting better. Like it looks, I let it air dry a lot more now. So like it looks healthier. But like, it just falls so, my hair is so flat. So like it just gets weird. So. Giving push notifications to random streams when they get hype trains, they think they'll get noticed. All right. I mean, it's kind of like the same way of like when I'm live on TikTok and they're like, so and so just got bits or whatever. You should ask your audience for ones. And I'm like, no, that's dumb. I don't want to do that, you know? Like, as if finding out that someone I've never heard of has, like, gotten gifted money that'll make me beg for money more. Like, but also the reality is with me with streaming, chat, is that I'm very bad at asking for subs. I'm very bad at being like, it's $5 a month. Why aren't you subbing? You know, 6, 7. I'm very bad at doing that because I just don't want to do that. Like I enjoy streaming, so I don't want this to ever become like my main, you know, thing. I don't want this to become my main income. So I'm fine with like letting it lay out. But like in theory, I would probably prioritize it more if I made more money. But like, I don't know, I'm YouTube pilled, you know, where I'm like, oh, I just make the content and then I make money from the content if people like watching it, you know, versus like people do like super chats and like do tip on videos from time to time, but like I never ask for it. It's always very appreciated because it's like an extra like $5, $2 here and there. That's really nice. That is more than like what that one person's view would cost. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something I ask for, and I don't like asking for it. You know, it's one of those things. It's just kind of weird. Oh, we don't have a sub alert. Sorry for the bummer, by the way. I was just reminded. No, you're fine. It's not a bummer. We were talking about it. Oh, I see. I see your message now. I made a Prime one. Hey, do you have an Amazon Prime account? Do you have an Amazon account with Prime? Did you know you can sub to a streamer for free with it? Check out here. Mon, thank you for the gift. Mon, thank you for gifting subs. Thank you. You won the Swell Grand Prix. No, like we've done bits before. Lil Beans and Rice, you won the Swell Grand Prix with a Prime boost. Thank you for subscribing. Speaking of Prime, thank you for subscribing. You know, I used to do this bit from time to time where I'd be like, we'd pretend. This was like a year ago now, where I'd do bits where it's like, I would pitch a sub to Swell Entertainment, twitch.tv/Swell Entertainment, as if you were opting into a crypto deal, real estate, a pyramid scheme, okay? And that was fun. Mainly you guys would just subscribe so that I would stop doing the voice. The Swell infomercials. We did a PTA mom one time. That one really bothered everyone. They were like, no. I don't like that. I don't like PTA mom Swell. I like had like a bob. I was very much doing the Karen bit. Here is getting better, but the redness still looks crazy. Overall, the dermatitis is getting better. If it persists for another... If it persists past Monday, I'll call the derm. PTA mom Swell sounds scary, lol. I would run that shit with an iron fist, and we know that. The Karen one where your hair looks like a Karen haircut. Yeah, that was the PTA mom. The Karen haircut one. Karen and PTA mom is the same one. Remember the fake apologies you did? Dude, the fake apologies were so... I was so good at that. My improv skills on the fake apologies were phenomenal. Truly. I'm a genius when you think about it. Hang on. I gotta do math. Hold on, chat. Okay. So one more row done. Okay, good. I don't have to do too much changes. I'm doing the spot of the pattern where I just have to do the same thing again and again for a little bit, you know? So we have the repeating rows for a little bit. Some of those, let me check. Those, let me lose my mind. There was definitely clips of the man meat one was funny. The 6'2" hunk of man meat that I sent to an event in place instead of me. I kind of do at some point want to do like a April Fool's Day video type of thing where I send someone else to an event and have them film and then tell me as much as, like, I kind of want to see if there's a way for me to bullshit it. Because, like, in reality, I wouldn't, you know? But I'm like, the only way I think it would work is if I sent someone that to an event I've been to before. Like if I did like Anime Expo or something, you know? I initially had a Hermes sock fund, but we don't need to make too many jokes about money and feet. That might stress me out, yeah. And like originally we were joking about like paying for a PC for me, but I just did that, you know? Oh, Sparkly, last night my dad got Hermes a chew, and Hermes, I think, summoned a portal. Hermes has taken to hiding things around the apartment, and we found one of them, which was this big ass chew. But it was so weird. He was being so weird with it. I've confiscated the chew. He's not getting the chew anymore. It was one, too big for him, but two, it made him act like a fucking weirdo. So, any cool events before April Fools? I don't think so. Like, there's tons, technically. I mean, I'll be in Japan at the time. That's the problem, you know? Like, God, April is coming up so fast. Oh, God. That's so quick. Never mind. Never mind. Fuck April Fools. We got too much going on. I, like, just did the math, and I was like, gee, that actually sounds like a nightmare. He was like, Sparkly, he was being so weird. Like, so weird. Hermes started sending you a billion reels. That's my birthday, lol. Not to be that guy, but mon is the verb. Gers is the noun. It is an abbreviation. What? I'm confused. Oh, I see it. Mon, thank you for the 5 bits. Okay, there it is. Sorry. On Streamlabs, it's weird. Gers is the noun. It's an abbreviation of come on the Rangers. So mon is the verb. No, I see the message. I'm just confused. Darn, doesn't look like I have any of them clipped unless I named them something, but I didn't have an ad or commercial in the name. You don't use OBS? I do use OBS, but it's Streamlabs through OBS. Sorry, Stream Elements, not Streamlabs. It's OBS Stream Elements, so that's how I'm able to go live on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. I simulcast through this. So off to the side, the Twitch activity feed does show it, but I also don't have my headphones on, so I can't hear the alerts. So I saw the message, but I did not see that bits were attached. Like how Pokimane, LOL, wanted to be like Pokemon, but became Pokey, but I think she rebranded on IG Threads recently. Just got an ad for TurboTax in the style of a K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay, it's weird. It's random. Yeah, I don't know if that is about Moonrise. I have no idea what that message is about. I don't think it's about this. Also, they made their account January 6th of this year, which is suspicious. Does it take a ton of bandwidth to do the simulcast? Probably. I have no idea. We're on Hot Ones. I didn't watch it though. But did leave a note. Oh, I was just gonna ban them. Are they still in chat or did they leave? If they left, then I'm voting we just ban them because that was weird. Show yourself is crazy. Show yourself. Sorry. What's it called? How many ribs do you have? Because the ribs thing, I'm gonna admit, I would assume it's that weird thing. I don't know what my brain immediately went to that one thing with ribs, where it's like, did you guys know people sometimes have their ribs removed, like some of their ribs removed to like have a more hourglass figure. But when we were in school, you know, we heard rumors about how certain celebrities had their ribs removed so they could suck their own dicks, you know? I assumed it was that thing. I assumed it was like a weird sexual thing about rib removal. Because that's a weird question. That's a weird question. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. Oh no, I hear this mostly with women now, There are women, I will show you. I don't have it done, obviously, but there are women that have the bottom ribs, these two down here. I think this is it. These two ribs down here removed to give them more of an hourglass figure. Now, this also makes it so that you have less support for your internal organs. And so a lot of these women are already very into corsetry, which is needed to support your organs after you do these things. It's usually it's a partial chunk of your rib. It's not usually the full rib, but it is a thing that can be done. I don't recommend it. Yeah, mine was about Marilyn Manson too. Body modification surgeons will do anything if you give them a fuckload of money. Everyone loves money, you know. You just got to find the right guy, you know. Some like a private plastic surgeon practice with the right training will do anything. You can go to another country and they'll do it. I wasn't prepared for self fellatio. Yeah. I mean, there are some people that can do it, like even without having their ribs removed. But that's like a flexibility thing in the spine, I think. Do-do-do. I'm learning some of y'all didn't go on a celeb gossip when you were 12. You're not telling me this. My surgery is tomorrow. Using a ladder to dunk. I'm fine with self fellatio, but removing your ribs to do it is cheating. I'm sorry, that's really funny. I mean, there was a video from, I don't even know what year, from, I think it was TLC, about the lady who paid a doctor to help her go blind. At least, oh yeah. No, it was someone that she claimed was a therapist that helped her go blind. And then there's also the people that have had their limbs removed intentionally because they believed they were meant to be amputees. There's also people that do it for, insurance reasons and things like that. You know what, Automod? That's fair. I see it, and I just don't want to hit it. Oh no, I fucked up. Oh no. There we go. Okay. And then, boop. This one string is like stuck back here because I looped it by mistake, but it's fine. Ignore the back. You won't see all this. Ignore that. That's fine. Wasn't there a guy who paid to make himself look like a cat? I mean, as far as body modifications, there's people that have done a bunch of stuff, you know? So. Boop. All right, and then I go like that, put it back down there, and then I take this one and I go like this. Lady who did what, Nith? Wait, what was the question? Hold on. Oh, did they make stock from the ribs? I don't know. Dude, fucking Trump did the McDonald's thing again. Are you serious? For the hockey team? Is that real? Is that McDonald's? He did fucking McDonald's again. He did fucking McDonald's. McDonald's is a fast food restaurant here in the US. It's like the fast food restaurant, probably, like the most prominent one. The height of luxury. Meanwhile, Flava Flav is taking every woman Olympian and Paralympian apparently to Vegas. He has extended the invite to for all women Olympians and Paralympians of the women's teams for the U.S. to come to Vegas with his bobsled team, his skeleton team, and now the hockey team post the Olympics. Which, frankly, I'd rather go to Vegas. I don't even drink like that. Just sounds like a better fucking time. Also, not at the White House with Trump. Ew. That's most of his diet. I'll never forget. Okay. Did you guys ever hear about that article where, God, which article was it? I think it was the Times. I'm not certain. But they had spent the day with Trump for like 24 hours, not long after his inauguration, and said that periodically Trump would say, okay, bring me the poison. And someone would appear with a bowl of candies and chocolate, and Trump would take 2 huge handfuls and then say, get the poison out of here. And then he would set it on his desk and eat it as he was talking with people. And I don't know if that's fake or real. I don't really give a shit. That is the image that is burned in my brain. Him with 2 huge fistfuls of chocolate and candy, of which he calls poison. Getting the McDonald's. You have a staff that is capable of procuring or making world-class cuisine, and instead he has them giving out sauce packets and napkins like it's a fucking fast food spot. Yeah, he's done that periodically. It's weird because he doesn't actually care about these people. He doesn't want them to be impressed. He wants them to be like, oh my God, Trump, you're amazing. Wear my medal. Oh my God, Trump, you're the greatest president ever. That's what he wants. But he doesn't want to actually thank these men for representing the United States on the stage. If they had gotten silver, he wouldn't have fucking invited them, despite performing. He's annoyed that he had to offer it to the women. He didn't even give them seats. You guys, in the State of the Union, which a bunch of them went to, by the way, they were standing in an aisle of a gallery. There weren't even chairs for them. They were standing in the aisles of the stairs. Like, what are we doing? He said he was inviting the U.S. women's team during the State of the Union, but the women's team said, what? What? They said they couldn't, they made a statement, the team made a statement saying that they couldn't go because of prior engagements with school and competition, but they're going to go with Flava Flav. They didn't hear any of it. What do you mean? No, he did invite them. He invited them to the White House, to the State of the Union, and they turned it down. He said he invited them again? You guys, I didn't watch the State of the Union. About a later visit. Like a second invite. Okay, well, I will judge the people who go accordingly if that does happen. Considering all of the fact that all of the women's team were liking posts, dunking on the men for their laughing along with Trump, I'm not too, optimistic that they're going to go to the White House, frankly. It would be really funny if he invited them to a later visit and then we have obligations. We're busy that day. I mean, probably. Did I not? Oh, I didn't. There we go. But, alas, one thing at a time. Okay. They wouldn't have gone to the White House. Kind of brushed the issue aside when she was, yeah, dude, I mean, I don't put men on fucking pedestals, so I'm irritated, but I'm not surprised by any of this. Okay? Trump's the type of guy who takes rejection well. Oh, also, apparently I'm the only Criterion buyer that is excited about K-Pop Demon Hunters being released by the Criterion Collection and Frankenstein being released by the Criterion Collection. I don't care. I'm excited. Also, a bunch of kids now will demand Criterion Collection DVDs from their parents. So if this means that the Criterion Collection gets a giant influx of $1 bajillion so they can add more things to the collection, fantastic. Announced a new attack on Minnesota via the Medicaid system? Dear God. The only men I put on pedestals are animals, dog. I like a fictional character, but even then, I get pissed off at fictional characters all the fucking time, God, someone who I really like a lot? Zara Larsson. Zara Larsson stands on business. Zara Larsson will go toe-to-toe for funsies digitally. It's very fun. Written by real men. Only some of them are written by men. But even then, it's like, I can bitch and moan about a fictional character. That's the one thing that drives me insane about Twitter discourse, about certain shows and media and things like that, is how some of them talk as if, like, he would never do this. And I'm like, well, he did, because he was written to do that. that's how it goes. Like, you can feel like it's out of character, or you can admit that you didn't know the character, and therefore characters are capable of the same amount of, shitty behavior as human beings are. Announcing a 6-month national moratorium blocking all new enrollments for durable medical equipment, prosthesis, orthotics applies across the board. Yeah, dude, Dr. Oz is a shithead. They're all shitheads. This is fucking horrible, But, like, I'm not shocked. Whatever they weigh a person wants to. I mean, like, in DC and Marvel Comics, the same character can be written multiple different ways depending on who's writing it. Yeah. Like, I've talked a lot about how I think the MCU in particular is the group project from hell, because, like, every director wants to make the story that they want, and so characterization is something that is often sacrificed. And so you'll have a character that, like, I think some of the characters, like, certain character traits are very consistent, but that's it. Like, the Steve Rogers, if you really look at him, his characterization is drastically different throughout most of the major movies. Same with Thor, obviously. Like, it's drastically different. I feel like Tony Stark is the most consistent, and even then the certain off-color things change, and that's mainly because every male director sees himself in Tony Stark, and like that's another separate issue. Like main characters especially, I think we see a lot of discrepancy in the characterization. Has that dude not been sued several times? That dude has been hawking diet pills for 9,000 years. That dude has been, I hear you, because, like, yeah, but, like, he's been shitty, It's not new. I thought Dr. Oz was dead until just now. Dude, I thought he died. I admit. I did not realize he was still alive. Because I think he shared some weird shit about the COVID vaccine and stuff. Did I do my, yep. Yeah, he's an idiot. Listen, never let an MD confuse you. People can still be dumb. Especially now with the AI stuff, I think we're going to have, like, I really do think that the next 10, 20 years, we're going to see some truly baffling dark ages in a lot of, like, professions, because people are getting through school and certain, like, clinicals, things like that. There's certain things you can't fake. There's certain things you can't bullshit your way through from. But certain things that are, like, so maybe not doctors in particular, but certain things, I do think we're going to see this really weird dark age or this shortage of, like, qualified professionals in various roles, because so many of them actually bullshitted themselves. So we'll have this period of people doing horribly dangerous work that is actively leading to death, and, like, bad, worsening quality of life in the world, okay? And then we'll have all these new restrictions because of that. Like, hey, if you didn't do X, Y, and Z, retraining, proof of X, Y, and Z, you cannot do X work. Like, I think we'll see that. That'll take another 5 to 10 years, okay? And then so by the 20-year mark, okay, then maybe I'll consider having children, like, like, I think we're going to have this, like, really weird dark ages period with qualified work and qualified jobs and, like, professional jobs, because people will not know how to fucking do it, someone who maybe started out as an actual doctor but is hardly a doctor at this point. That's why he goes by Dr. Phil. He can't use his actual name. For sure. Real as fuck, you know? Like, paper, my rats are very willing to help. I get so annoyed sometimes by how it seems like the administration is trying to purposely appoint unqualified people for positions. His new appointment for Surgeon General is also someone who dropped out of medical school and went on to do those healthy living startups route. I'm not even American and I get so mad. Yeah, dude. It's dark out here, you know? But I put nothing past it. And it's the reality is Jushin, is that he is not making these appointments. The billionaires around him are, and he's, you know, just signing off on it because this dude's declining mentally. He's not doing well. I don't think any of these current decisions has been his own. And I'm not even saying that as like a writing him off because he's a psycho, okay? But like, he's not making qualified choices because he doesn't have the capabilities to make qualified choices. He doesn't care, you know? They're 100% appoint the most unqualified people on purpose. The only requirement they have is blind, unquestioning loyalty to Trump. Yep, that too. That too. As long as you won't rock the boat, as long as you'll do what he says. Look at how he dressed down the Supreme Court. People that he appointed. The people he I think vocally called out people that he appointed because he was pissed that they are turning over his tariffs because they are like, whoa, wait a minute. This shit's weird. This isn't constitutional. And then he's like, who the fuck do you think you are doing this to me when I give you that job? Oh, because they don't mean actual, you know, they think anti-DEI just means, you know, they're going to not hire white people. And so they're like, we're going to hire all the white people, you know. He put too many M's in his own name, did he? No, I don't study his signature. You guys, do you think I'm doing this because for fun? No, I'm doing this so I don't scroll and want to, you know, commit a crime, you know? Because they would love for me to commit a crime and go to jail. They would love that. Let me cross out another row. Wait, no. Okay, yeah, I gotta go this way. I'm doing this so I don't freak out, chat. Because I only have so much bandwidth for so much of this administration's psychoticness. This is the space shuttle. Ignore this part down here, it's a little fucked up. I kind of want to make it into a sweater. I think that'd be fun. I'm teaching myself tapestry crochet because this keeps both of my hands busy and prevents me from doom scrolling and learning about the atrocities further. Yeah, so I asked TikTok and someone brought up the point of you can probably make a granny square sweater and use this as like the center of it, but it'll look a little wonky. But I think that'll be fine to try and see how I like it. And then if I like it, I can try something different next time. Because I've never made a sweater. But the granny square sweater I can do via panels, it looks like. So I did find something, I did find a pattern for it via Reddit. So we shall try that. Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Okay. I was like, that looks like a miscount. 'Twas not. 'Twas I am genius. Dude, I would like to review the moon launch, but I think I'm gonna be the moon launch. The launch, but the they keep rescheduling it. In theory, we might not do a moon. We might not do that. We're gonna probably stream it though, because I think they're gonna live stream the whole thing. They have a live stream I think going right now, but they're having issues with the helium and a couple of other things. So who knows when the actual date is because they keep postponing it. So it might be when I'm in Japan, which would be the problem. Also, there was apparently like a weird fireball thing spotted over Mount Fuji yesterday, which is weird. Since you're going to turn that one into a sweater, what are you going to do with the lizard? The lizard, I'm just going to keep. Because I kind of like the... Okay, so the way I see it is this is kind of like the perfect size for scrap yarn. So I might save this for now, okay? And then make panels like this every time I, have scrap yarn. And then once I'm done, I can make either a quilt or a sweater or something out of all the different scraps of lizards. Like a lizard scrap sweater thing, Make lizard a little purse. It's too holy for a purse. This is chenille too. It's not a good purse fabric, I could make him a purse like that. Then he's a folded lizard. This also is not blocked whatsoever. I have no idea how I'm going to block this thing as a sweater because I don't have any blocking materials. For wiping a car? That's so specific. Since that's a shuttle, I'm going to search if they missed the Science Center announcing a date for the Endeavor coming back on display. Yeah, we were talking earlier in the stream about how more things should have like adult, like open houses or adult, like field trip type of things. Which I guess you could argue is just the side quest trend, So, I don't know. Maybe that's a new thing. Adult side quests, adult field trips. Is that not just travel content? Tours. We're going on a field trip, and it's me going on a ghost tour in the bamboo forest. Too loud, too quiet, not mixed properly. You never know what you're going to get with NASA's audio. Side quests are in a 9-to-5 drones. No, they are not. Side quests are required in adulthood to be happy. Found out there was a Cold War museum in LA. I haven't been since I'm in the suburbs, but I had no idea. We have a ton of museums in LA. We just had the Museum Sunday, which was over the weekend. The line I saw for the Academy Museum was absurd. I didn't end up going to any of the museums because I'm more willing to like just pay to go to a museum than I am to like go to the free days. The free days are fun, obviously, but like one, I like supporting museums, and two, you usually get a better crowd situation, Plus, also, in my adulthood, I don't like waiting in line for things. This is the corner of LACMA, basically. It's not quite there. There's the Grand Museum and the Academy Museum. They're further over. There is one that, like, it wrapped around that far, I think. It was originally in the start of March, and then it got pushed further back. Because they're having a helium issue. They keep having postponements because they keep having new issues. They had tests that went well, but then they started having helium issues. So they have helium leaks now, I believe. which is like, not good. Kind of don't want helium leaks. Boop. Went to the Andrew Carnegie Birthplace Museum last year. Was nice. Have you been to museums in DC? It's been years. I haven't been to DC since 8th grade. God, has it been that long? Yeah, I guess it has. Nope. Did it again. All right, where's my blue? There it is. And now helium leak takes over. Rockets are complex. Yep. I just think it's the thing that like space travel is so complex, which is why it's like crazy that we have all these like billionaires that are like, space is the next thing we should be conquering. And it's like, well, no, actually. I mean, I don't want these astronauts to like blow up at launch, so I would like for them, I like, as much as I would love to see this rocket launch, like I also don't want them to do a launch if they don't think it's going to be safe, you know? Are really good. Mm-hmm. For his road trip, he takes around the country a few times, and it's like 100% understand also, ew, that guy. I mean, Starlink is the thing that I think everyone is using right now for travel, and it has unfortunately become the most reliable, which is annoying. In short, heat shield on Artemis 1 charred in ways they didn't expect, so they're changing the entry trajectory for 2. I mean, that makes sense. That's kind of the nature with I think all launches though, is that you got to kind of figure out like, okay, let's learn from this one to do the next one, you know. And obviously we haven't been on this type of trajectory in years, so gotta be smart about it. I was like, what's touching my toe? And it's the yarn. I was like, that's a weird feeling. Strange because it's definitely pushing us closer to Kessler syndrome. In what way? I've been really meaning to get the Valley Relics Museum. The Starlink satellites has become a major issue for observational astronomy. Observatories have written letters to Elon. Does not surprise me, unfortunately. But I mean, he's not exactly known for, you know, what was it when they did the first, I'll never forget when they did one of the first launches, and they did one of the first launches and they didn't warn anyone. So people were calling in and reporting aliens or like downed space debris because their launches look weird from Earth. is also a space nerd also. You guys, I have the type of if I don't think I have the tism. Okay? I really don't. I think I have undiagnosed ADHD and a lot of trauma, and I'm a parentified eldest daughter, which makes me look like I have autism. Okay? They look the same. Okay? But I don't think I have autism. Okay? I just like learning. Okay? And that's the thing. I love learning. We had a dinosaur phase a little bit ago. I'm still kind of in my dinosaur phase. One of the other designs for this is a T-Rex skeleton one that I want to do. So I kind of want to do that. So we did that. We also had a Chernobyl phase last year with like I had a radiation phase. And now we're just back on space because Artemis is happening, you know? So I really just fluctuate all over the place, you know? I'm really excited that we had a new dinosaur discovery. I'm annoyed that one of the people on the discovery is like mentioned in the Epstein files. Side note, why are there so many scientists and paleontologists in the fucking Epstein files? That's weird. Yes, I know all about the new Spinosaurus mirabilis. Oh wait, I gotta mark it. Hold on. I gotta mark it. Hold on. Why is my phone going off? Sorry, hang on. Sorry, hang on. Longevity shit, and also like the ideas of being a patron of the sciences, and he cultivated his own personal science turds. Okay. Well, can I do that without the pedophile shit? Because, like, I want to fund sciences and research. Can we do it without the cabal of predators? Why are there so many fucking predators? Okay, I didn't mark this. Wait, which side am I on? The way I can't tell. There we go. Okay, now this row I have a different thing I gotta do. I gotta add this bit in the middle there. We're getting there though. This is progress. This is good. And then once I have this panel done, I can figure out how big I need to make everything else attached to it for the, you know, everything else. Not a cabal of predators. You know, you would think, Rowist. You would think we could agree that we should decimate the cabal of predators. But unfortunately, the administration doesn't, you know, the head of the FBI, you know, he wants to go drink beers in Milan. So, versus, you know, going after the cabal of predators. That's fucking insane to me. It's just, I don't doubt it, you know, but it's just, like, my fucking God. I mean, we were watching the stream the other day. I mean, they had a stream going. It's on YouTube. Hold on. Let me see what the YouTube stream is. Yeah, it's live right now. You can watch it. It's on the NASA website. It's just live. I'm watching it right now. I can see it. It's just nothing's happening. It's nighttime. It's just dark. They got things blinking. you know? Launch covered stream. Ah, I see. Metal Hoarder Chief. Yeah. Yeah, one of them did. And he put it on and he was so excited. And he was like, see, he is weird. Like it is the weird thing about like him being excited about other people's medals and trophies and stuff. It's so weird. Why am I being called? Someone's summoning me. But I don't be summoned. Where things would happen and you'd end up maybe not getting everything you wanted, but you wouldn't feel like dying inside. Must have been nice. Well, because there's no discussion, there's no compromise, you know? He would award himself the Medal of Honor if he could. Of course he would. He loves a participation trophy. Of course he would. He's a weirdo. See, okay, I need to do my usual 4 and then the 2 and then there we go. Okay, so this is mostly the same here. Oh wait, no, I fucked up. There we go. There we go. I was like, what did I do wrong here? This doesn't make sense. There it goes. Okay. 10 years has kind of killed all my hope for mankind, not gonna lie. Nope, I refuse to let them nuke my hope for mankind and whimsy and, you know, the fact that life is worth living. I just need, you know, I just gonna make it through this administration. Gotta make it to the midterms. You're all gonna vote. Every American in checks. I know not everyone's an American, but you're all gonna vote this year, right? You guys know when your voting is supposed to happen for your midterms. You guys know. You're all gonna vote. You're all gonna you should register to vote to make sure you're registered. Have you checked? Have you moved recently? Have you checked your voting? Check your deadlines. You know. Things are bad and it doesn't help that, you know, the Dems are, I don't know. It's a frustrating thing with the Dems, which we've talked about a lot. With a lot of them are so focused on just being reelected versus, okay, well, you're there. We did it. We got you. You're in the office chair. You're in the chair. Okay, so what are you going to do with that power? Because if you're not doing anything now, what's going to happen later? You know, it's like, well, I need all the power first. And it's like, okay, well, that's not possible right now. I need you to fight for something, you know? I need you to try to do something. That would be really cool, you know? Because that's the thing. If failure was happening, I would at least be like, okay, at least they're fucking trying. But the failure that happens is so astronomical failure wise. I'm like, did you even fucking try? Like, what are we talking about? Oh, wait, I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. Half of all of Amanda's crafting streams. Amanda fucked up. Amanda fucked up. Okay, then I do one. And then it wants the blue again? I guess. Okay. So one white. And then I take the blue. Okay. And then one. See, one thing that I like about tapestry crochet versus when I have crocheted blankets and stuff is that as it's building up, you can you can see it a little easier. So it's like, oh, I know I'm doing something, you know, versus sometimes when you're just doing rows, you kind of get in that vision, that mindset of like, well, I guess I'll do another row, you know, like you just kind of don't really see the difference that it can make from time to time, you know? Oh, I mean, I fully don't think that MAGA will survive post Trump's inevitable death, you know. And I'm not even saying that he's going to be taken out. I'm saying that he's old. And he has not made what's his name, Vance, the heir apparent, which is what he needed to do. He needs to look at Vance and be like, this is the future of America. This is the future. And he hasn't done that, and he never will. Because he thinks he's the future. It's weird. But that's going to make it so that if anything happens to Trump, which it will, because he's old, the party, I truly believe, will crumble in a dastardly fashion. Doop. Seems to hate Vance. Yep. The cult following will die out, but the far right will just find new assholes to idolize, probably. But one battle at a time, you know? Anyways. So far, the far right is popped up by billionaires and the distraction to prevent poor people going, hey, these rich bastards don't pay their tax, etc. Mm. Let's see. I swear I'm not a political streamer, but every day there's a new horror in my country that I can't like get up that I like can't not get upset about. Like I'm a yapper, and therefore the yapping often pertains to politics, you know? Mm. The way I've just had the stream open. Oh wait, let me change my account. I'm logged in on Swell Shenanigans, but Swell Entertainment has premium. Haha. Do you guys want to watch 5 fishing encounters that took an unexpected turn? Weird if you didn't at least comment on it. Yes, I see the fire. No, I'm not pleased about it. Yes, we will have the fire department. Yeah. Oh no, you guys, I've never been shy of, let me make it clear. I've never been shy about sharing my political beliefs. I've always been a vocal bitch. This is not new, you know. But, you know, I like to yell about a variety of things, you know. Like the woman who made a TikTok video being like, they're quarantining me and my family on a Disney ship, and they're not letting us out. This is unlawful detention. And then the reality is that her daughter, that she said it was because her daughter fell in like the Oceaneers Club, when it sounds like really what it was is that her daughter may have had the mumps or something. Like, you know, like that's like what do you mean? Because they usually Disney doesn't like quarantining people for no reason. They want you to be spending money outside of your hotel room, your cruise ship room, you know. Or that woman, this I don't care if it was rage bait. She's the reason I will forever be traveling with instant coffee now. This gross woman on TikTok that was like, travel hack. If you run out of clean underwear, just put it in the spot where you put the coffee in the coffee maker and run the water through it, and it'll clean your dirty underwear. Disgusting. I don't care if it's rage bait. I originally was like, I'm hoping this is rage bait. And the more I've thought about it, I'm like, no. I think you should be investigated for bioterrorism, actually. Because what the fuck is your problem? If it is rage bait, you're disgusting. Like, what is. Keurig should sue you, frankly. Keurig should sue you. Because what are you talking about? I don't care if she was making a joke. It was a stupid joke, and it's dumb. That's the thing. Everyone loves to be like, it's a joke, it's a joke. It's the same way of like, you can't prank someone in public for a hidden camera shit and then be shocked when they stab you. You know? It's like, I don't want anyone to have violence, but one of these days it's a prank, bro, the wrong fucking dude. Okay? You're just like that kid wasn't there a kid that got shot a couple of years ago? Because he was antagonizing someone at a mall and the guy was carrying and he didn't stop and he got shot. Was that not a thing that happened? Like, if you there's a reason, chat. I don't say anything on the internet that I wouldn't say to someone's face. Okay, I do that purposely. Okay, it's because I stand 10 toes down to the things that I say, and that makes it so that when someone confronts me in public for something I've said about an event or a product or themselves, I can be like, yeah, you ripped off your audience. You made an unsafe event. The end. What else do you have facts to prove me wrong? You know, we can have a discussion. We can have a conversation, okay? But it's just a prank, bro. And then you can't be upset when people get mad at you because you said something fucking insane, you know? More than once, I think. Exactly. But, like, that's the thing. It's gonna happen again and again and again and again and again. Like, outrage posting only works for like a year. Because eventually people are going to start wanting to punch you in the face. You know, like it's absurd. Tana's like chilling sober now, I think. So I don't know. She may actually train properly if we did Creator Clash. I don't think they're doing another Creator Clash. I think I read the cruise line sued her for damages because they had to replace stuff to satisfy customers. What do you mean? This just happened. So if you're talking about the woman that's on being detained, that's being quarantined, she's still on the cruise ship. And then this new woman with the underwear thing is actively happening right now. The coffee lady. That's are people suing her now? Underwear lady sued. Okay, wait. Is this real? Hold on. Give me the post. Don't give me the thread. Okay, it's not showing up. Hang on. International Business Times is influencer Tara Woodcocks facing a $1 million lawsuit after posting a hotel coffee maker underwear hack. This is by Marie Joy Toledo. Travel influencer Tara Woodcocks has found herself at the center of a social media storm after posting a video showing that she uses a hotel coffee maker to wash her underwear while traveling. The clip, which quickly went viral on TikTok and later spread across X, has triggered widespread backlash and online claims that she is being sued for $1 million. However, while the hotel coffee maker video has drawn intense criticism and prompted hygiene concerns, there is currently no verified public court filing confirming that a $1 million lawsuit has been formally lodged against Woodcocks. So it's a rumor. It's not real. Yeah, she shows that Keurig should sue her. Appears to have gained traction through social media speculation rather than confirmed legal filings. No official statement confirming litigation has been publicly issued by Woodcocks or by a hospitality company in connection with the video. Oops. No. I want to see what type of fishing encounters we have.
On October 26th.
Usually with this one's, let me get this out of the way. Wilderness Whispers uses an AI voice. The people in the videos clips are real, which is why we continue to watch these compilation videos. But I like to make fun of Wilderness Whispers because he repeats a bunch of shit again and again and again. But when I do so, I'm not making fun of the creators unless they are doing something dumb, then I am making fun of those creators. Okay. Typically though, with these, my guess is alligators or crocodiles. Okay, so far with the fishing things. Potential body, which we have seen one where fishing led to them finding a body. Or they're doing crime and didn't realize they were on someone's property or fishing in an illegal area. That's my guess.
2025. A video was uploaded to YouTube showing a strange encounter the creator and his friends experienced that very night. In fact, the channel was created specifically for this video in hopes of identifying the people responsible.
I admit I do respect when someone does that, because if they just do like 1 or 2 videos, but they make a channel and they're like, hey, this happened, we want to do X, Y, and Z. I do respect that.
For what happened. It was a dark, quiet night while the group was calmly fishing on a bridge in Swansea, New South Wales, Australia. Everything seemed
It's never a
peaceful
giant sturgeon.
until suddenly something
I feel
happened
like there's giant
that completely
sturgeon
disrupted the
videos,
calm.
though.
Take a look.
I saw an insane fishing video on TikTok. I don't know if I could find it again. But they had like a small fish and then something came up and got it. I don't think it was a sturgeon though. I was confused at first, but then I saw him heading towards us. Are you on a... Oh, you're on a fishing... Oh, you're on the pier. Starts running towards me. What the fuck?
Oi, what the f your problem?
What the fuck?
What's going on? Are you alright?
You wanna have a go?
Are you okay?
You wanna have a go? Well, I checked on my friend. They pounced towards an elderly gentleman on my
you
right.
right?
Wow, dropping the rod.
Oi,
Jeez.
oi, leave him alone, mate.
What the fuck?
Stop.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Oh, you called the cops.
Oi,
Get
leave him
off of
alone,
him.
bro.
Hey, can you guys do some? I'm so sorry. Can you guys do something? I'm so sorry. I'm sure it's drugs, but like,
Oi, leave him alone.
help him up.
leave him
Oh
alone,
my
man.
god, I'm so sorry. Help this man. I'm so sorry.
Bro,
Hey, come. Hey.
leave him. Oi, leave him alone.
To bother other people.
Oi,
Whoa.
stop it.
Why you
Oi,
hit
stop.
other people? Huh? Just go off the way you
Stop.
What the fuck?
fucking idiot.
What the fuck
What's
is
wrong
wrong
with
with
him?
him?
Did you record it?
Yeah, I did, the whole thing.
Bro, you full.
Are you alright, man? Are you okay? You okay?
Is he okay?
What's wrong with them?
Oh, he's
You okay, bro?
upset.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
You not hit anywhere?
No.
Okay, so, Chad, I might be crazy. Cause like in this instance, like see this cooler right here? See this? My first instinct is I'm grabbing it and I'm bashing this dude in the head. Because what do you mean you're on top of an old man? What do you mean? Because I am that person. If I see something going down in the bar while I'm out with my friends, my first thought is get up and get my hand on a chair to be ready. You know. So I might be crazy. Is this the normal response? Because I wouldn't just be like, get away from him. I'd be on top of that fucking guy. Am I crazy? Like, I'm actually baffled looking at this. I mean, I do admit, like, I knew I'm crazy. I'm like the fighter amongst my family. My dad is the type of guy that's like, I'll sue you, you know, like if someone throws a punch at him or something. Meanwhile, it's like, I mean, I'll probably sue you, but like after, you know? It's not even about can you fight? It's about do something, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm also just thinking like if I was out like this, it wouldn't matter if it was an old man or like a girl my size that was being attacked. I'd be like, what the I'm beating the shit out of this guy. I mean, sure, I'd be worried about hidden weapons, but what's the alternative? I watch him kill someone? Grievously injure someone? You know, what's the alternative? Hence why I said, let's grab this. Grab the
group
thing.
started attacking anyone who crossed their path.
Yeah, why are you walking? What is going on? I mean,
Which
it
was
must be
completely
drugs. We've
bizarre.
determined that.
Even an elderly man who was fishing nearby and had nothing to
He
do
tried
with
to, like, that's him trying to kick him in the head. I'll go to jail for shoving him over the railing at that point. I'll take that manslaughter charge. Who the fuck do you think you are?
them wasn't spared. They seemed to want to fight for no reason at all. When they noticed the camera
No, because this guy over here was way far back. This was the only one up front that was dealing with him.
recording, they quickly left, leaving the fishermen confused and unsure of what had just happened. The fact that their faces were captured on video gave the creators confidence that the police would be able to identify them, so they immediately called the authorities.
They're walking down.
Yeah, he's bleeding.
southbound.
Okay, all right. So
Let's get an ambulance.
Did they assault?
I'm gonna say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Like my knees.
Were these guys intoxicated? Do you know?
He didn't look like.
They didn't look. They just looked really angry. I think they were mad at the fishermen, like fishing on the local bridge, I guess.
Right. Despite the fact that it happens every night.
Yeah.
I'll airdrop to you and then you email over.
Yeah.
Does that work?
The shorts could just be Australia, dude.
After calling the police, the creator went home and posted the video. And that's when, here comes the shocking part. The man was identified as Zach Main.
Oh, they
and
got
he
him.
was actually brought to the police by his own mother.
Good.
Yes, you heard that right. I had the same reaction. His mom probably saw the video,
Good.
recognized her son's face, and personally made sure he was handed over to
Get
the
his ass.
authorities. He was arrested and charged, and honestly, it's completely fair. Watching the video again, it's clear how close he came to seriously harming that man. A kick to the head while the victim
seriously,
was on his
that's
knees,
crazy.
completely defenseless.
The
Blow
kick
like
is
that,
crazy.
especially to someone of that age, could have had devastating consequences. His mom
After 40, you don't want to fall, you don't want to trip, you don't want to get hit in the head. There's shit you don't want to do after 40.
truly did the right thing, a real hero in this story. On July 6th, 2017, a man was out on his boat fishing in the middle of a lake in Minnesota when suddenly something happened that could have turned tragic. Let's take a look at the video first, and then we'll break down what went down.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
So here's
Okay,
what happened.
As someone that
A
has
dad
been...
decided to buy his 13-year-old son
Oh god, sorry. I grew up going to Lake Havasu, chat. And the amount of times I've seen this shit. God, it's just, it's so bad. It's so common. Ugh.
a jet ski to have some fun on the lake. It was only his second day using it, and while speeding across the water, he turned the jet ski toward the sun, giving it full throttle. I
Did he
mean,
not see?
if you can't see anything because the sun is blinding you, why not floor it, right?
Is that
The
what his
problem
excuse was?
He didn't seem to expect anyone else to be on the lake, and right in front of him, there was a boat he wouldn't see until just 1 second before a collision. Luckily, the 13-year-old spotted the boat at the last possible moment. He didn't fully avoid it, but he managed to steer enough
Jesus.
to prevent a direct impact.
It's so fucking dangerous.
That split-second decision is what kept him alive, and thankfully, without any
Oh,
injuries.
that's... Oh, he's not injured? Is that not cracked ribs at the very least? That's bullshit. I'm so sorry. At that speed, that angle on the boat, he's lucky he didn't lose his head. But no way those ribs aren't cracked. No fucking way he doesn't have bruising. At the very least. I don't think they said Havasu. I don't know which lake they said. But I see this shit, and I used to see this shit in Havasu all the time. I haven't been to Havasu in years. But Jesus.
The fisherman in the boat was thrown off, but also came out unhurt. Now, imagine the consequences if the kid hadn't steered just in time. This is exactly why 13-year-olds shouldn't be allowed to ride a jet ski alone.
Jesus.
They just don't have the experience
Minnesota
to
Lake,
anticipate
gotcha.
that other people might be nearby. In the end, there were only some damages to the jet ski and the boat. But when lives are on the line, those
I'm so sorry. Did we just not take that kid to the doctor? Because I'm so sorry. There's no way he doesn't have at least severe bruising. That's crazy.
material things don't even matter. You Fish TV is
You
all about
Fish.
fishing.
You
Where a
Fish?
group of friends films
You
themselves
Fish.
catching the biggest fish and having a blast out
Holy shit. Oh, sorry about the
on the water.
the finger
But
thing.
in this particular
Sorry.
video, things took a different
He's AI. Excellent donut. This is an AI voice channel. But they do the reason we listen to some of these channels for these videos is because they do a good job of pulling up they do a good job of getting videos from a variety of channels that like wouldn't show up if I searched like scary fishing accidents, you know. But we like to make fun of Wilderness Whispers. So
turn. They ran into something that was both pretty scary and at the same time really cool.
what'd you think?
Will be a national headline in about 5 minutes.
Why?
Australian Navy ship shoots it.
Australian Navy ship? Where?
The turret's turning at us.
We should hide Adrian in case they think we're trying to kill them.
Hide.
In the distance, they spotted a massive warship. At first, it seemed exciting.
Oh,
and
I see
They
it.
were
It's way
having
over there.
fun admiring it.
It's way
but
in the
things
distance.
quickly turned serious when a voice came through their radio, clearly directed at them. That's when they realized they needed to stop immediately.
I'm just telling our Richard. Oh, hang on, whoa.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Shut up. I think so.
What?
I think they are on the radio.
Stop, Josh. They take it seriously.
What did they say?
You got to yield. You can't just. If they think you're going to charge them.
We don't know for sure, but we think they did say something to us.
No, they did. They could.
They,
I thought I heard.
say come back last call. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, you can't risk crushing in front of them.
Actually, yeah, grab my camera. Look at.
I mean, it's a huge ship.
Turret is warming up.
On that ship right now, it's like.
The ship then turned toward their boat, steadily closing the distance.
Yeah, I
That's
bet.
when a voice came over the radio, clearly instructing them to leave the area immediately.
It's so dangerous. Like, it's dangerous for a variety of reasons because you don't know if they're doing testing. You have
coming
no
to us.
idea.
He's got the shits because.
On by Port Bow. This is Warship Hobart. Warship Hobart. Channel 16, over.
1-6. Yeah, we got you, mate. Just bad boys. Yeah, come back. Gotta get channel 16. I am. That's 16,
Bad boys. This is Warship Hobart. Warship Hobart. Channel 16, over.
Are they not on channel 16?
Bad boys over. Come back, warship.
To channel 69, over.
This is crazy.
It's so close to them now.
I think I'm gonna check out Blair's and who's
God.
Hobart, you are in a maritime exclusion area. Please report your intentions.
fishing.
Who the fuck's that?
We're heading to the shelf to go.
No, just say we're out fishing, heading out fishing.
No, we're just heading out fishing.
Negative. Turn around right now. That thing's huge. Why are... report your intentions. Doesn't matter, we're leaving. Like, Jesus.
We've all come through this 1,000 times.
Oh. Hula hula hoo, you won the Swell Grand Prix. Thank you for subscribing. Womp, 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 womp. Taking photos of it. Read the situation. Respectfully. read the situation. Respectfully read. You have no idea if they're testing, if they're dropping shit, if they're testing new long range guns. I don't know what you guys do over there in Australia. My God.
Send the diggies out, boys.
You know what? I think this is a good example of like the differences in like countries and like our military. Because if I was out on a boat with my friends and I saw a U.S. warship, I would immediately be like, they will kill us. Like that would be my immediate thought. I'd be like, fuck, we need to get out of here immediately. I'd be like, they don't give a shit that we're U.S. citizens and that we're just going to go have a little fish. I would be convinced that they would 100% take me out because I'm in a spot I'm not supposed to be. Is that not British military? I wouldn't think, oh, they're going to kill us, but I would think whatever the hell I was told. Pete Hegseth will kill you. Hegseth, the town drunk, would 100% take my ass out. Yeah, but you don't know if he's wearing a GoPro versus holding up a camera and what they can see from the boat. Yeah, state your intentions is like, hey, why the fuck are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. And then even these dudes, we do this trip all the time. Okay, well, now you're being told you're in an exclusion zone. Like your first, like, is the ship called Bad Boys or did they just give you the name Bad Boys? Because that also stressed me the fuck out.
Going that way.
We're just traversing.
Oh my God, and you're still trying to go through.
Are we allowed? I don't know.
Just travel, just go.
Just go.
You sent out the chopper.
That's a drone.
Ugh.
Is it? That's unreal. Oh my God, look at them all. They're all looking at us. Did you just not do the fucking Captain Flow? They're waving at us. I reckon they're just like fucking.
What's that about?
What the fuck was that? You're in an exclusion zone. What do
The
you
ship
mean?
made it clear over the radio. They had to leave immediately because it was a restricted maritime zone, and their boat wasn't allowed there. You can even hear a helicopter or some kind of engine starting up on the ship, likely preparing to deploy if necessary, or maybe just to intimidate.
Yeah, that
Either
scared
way,
the shit
messing
out of me.
around near a Navy vessel
I
is
can't.
definitely not something to take lightly, and it's always best to follow their instructions. Now, while
Jesus.
this isn't the scariest or most extreme video you've seen,
No, this is scary because it shows me, you know, the mentality of men, which always fills me with dread. You know, that's why this video is scary. That's the thing, you know.
it's definitely more on the fun side. It still gives you a sense of fear when you see a massive warship, cannons and all, closing in on a tiny boat. The crew on the ship probably got a good laugh out of it too, making it a tense but light-hearted moment. But that humor comes from discipline. If they hadn't listened, the situation could have been very serious. And I'm pretty sure these guys' wives probably think they're just at work, completely unaware of the little adventure they got into. Now, if you got here, that means you like what you're seeing, right? So how about hitting that subscribe and like buttons?
No.
And if you truly enjoy it, you might as well hype the video and click the bell icon to be notified when I post. Also, take a look at this awesome merch. Maybe you'll like something.
Too unserious.
Backyard Bassin is a passionate angler who often shares his catches on his Instagram page. That's
Backyard
exactly what he was doing in
Bassin
the
is
video
funny.
we're about to feature. But this time, he got a little scare. Take a look.
jump at him? Does something come out of the base? Bass? Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Yep, big parasite.
Snake crawling
Oh,
out
it's
of
a
the
snake!
fish's mouth, bro. Oh my Jesus.
That would get me.
Can we call that a double catch? I mean,
The way you couldn't see it.
technically he caught two things at once. The snake got frustrated when he couldn't get the hook out and just slithered away. Honestly, a pretty understandable reaction. That was totally unexpected, and for anyone with a fear of snakes, it would have been an absolute nightmare. Fortunately, it was most likely a harmless snake, so he was probably safe.
Yeah, it's really
Still,
small,
it's
but
definitely
still.
strange to see a snake come out of a fish's mouth like that. Chad Sindine is a creator who shares videos from underwater, often diving and swimming with sharks and other marine life. But this time, things took a turn and got dangerous really, really fast. He went scuba diving with some
Really
friends in the
fast.
Bahamas and noticed that there wasn't
My prediction is hypoxia. It's my prediction.
much marine life around, which felt a bit unusual. But then, this happened,
Oh,
and they
no.
all immediately
Shark?
understood why.
Shark? It's not a ton of sea life, but I mean,
If you got
there is
here,
sea
comment
life.
the word wave.
No. No, I know sharks don't attack humans, and it's not a matter of me thinking sharks are going to attack humans. I love sharks. My point is that some people panic when they see a shark, and also some fish hide from sharks on occasion. Not all times. Not in this environment they shouldn't, I don't think, depending on the shark. But, you know, that was my point. I'm like, my guess is shark. I still think hypoxia, but something is obviously in this area that is making the sea life hide. So... sake is all. I'm saved. It looks like a garden snake, that snake did. Is that from their gear, or is something doing testing and that's why we have that sound?
What you just heard was a sonar ping from a distant submarine. Basically, a
Secret
loud
third
underwater
option.
sound pulse used
Sonar.
to see underwater by listening to the echoes, like a type of underwater radar. The intensity of these pings can reach over 200 decibels, which is extremely loud and dangerous for humans, especially underwater, where sound travels farther than in air. At first, they were confused and slightly disoriented, but soon realized what it was. In the comments, Chad later mentioned that it came from the Atlantic Underwater Testing and Evaluation Center, which tests submarines, weapons, and other secret equipment. Judging by their reaction, they were likely still quite far from it. But if they had been closer, the sound would have been painfully loud, potentially causing extreme discomfort, nausea, or even hearing damage. Some people claim
Yeah, they're
that
lucky it
being
doesn't-
too close could be
Yeah.
fatal, though there's no fully confirmed evidence online. It's likely the reason they noticed almost no marine life in the area. Chad even said it was so loud that people on the boat could hear it above water. Fortunately, everyone ended up being okay. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you
Alright.
enjoyed these kinds of videos, don't forget to hit
This one has a dumb title. Fishing encounters that will make you afraid of it.
Wilderness Whispers.
Wilderness Whispers.
This video comes from Greenland,
Well,
where
that's
some
wasn't even
people were
fishing, I
trying
know.
to save their boats from huge waves rolling closer and closer to shore. But then something happened that almost turned into a tragedy. Take a look.
Like, why not call it ocean encounters if you want to do sea encounters? Oh, Jesus. Careful, dude. Is this dude breathing? Oh yeah, they're huffing. Uh-oh, that's not gonna hold. It looks like ice melting.
Now,
I'm
that
so
boat is
confused.
probably gone for good.
Well,
But
yeah.
what they didn't seem to realize is that when the water gets pulled out to sea like that, something big is on its way.
Yeah. No, they know. They know. Bro, run. Give up on the boat. Jesus. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Yikes. 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 Yikes.
I mean, he could have waited a little longer, right? You gotta get...
It's not funny. I am certainly afraid of it. Yeah, I guess.
that wave on camera. Why run and
I don't
save
think this
yourself?
counts as fishing,
Anyway,
though.
at least he made it out okay. Got a bit wet and probably saw his life flash before his eyes for a second, but he survived. What I take away from this
I do know fishing content makes a shocking amount of money on YouTube. I don't know why, but fishing content makes a shocking amount of money. I think because a lot of people just like to sit and watch fishing content. So maybe that's why they're branding all of this as fishing content when you could argue it's the ocean versus maybe the ocean doesn't have as good SEO.
video is that you should never put a price on material things, especially in situations like this. You can see how the spot where the boats were parked looks like it's been washed out before, and that's probably because this wasn't the first big wave to come through. So, trying to pull your boat out again? Not the best idea, and they definitely learned that the hard way. It was so close. You can see how easily that boat capsized and disappeared in seconds. Makes you think a human wouldn't stand much chance.
Oh, yeah, no, you're
creepy
dead.
situation. I'm just glad they're all right.
Just hope you drown before you get bashed into a rock.
DT Fishing is a guy who absolutely loves fishing and has dedicated his channel to sharing his adventures.
Okay, an
he
actual
travels to
fishing
different
video.
lakes
Let's
and
go.
rivers, day and night, chasing big catches and filming it all. His videos are always super entertaining to watch. There's something calming about fishing that just draws you in. But in this particular video, he encountered something more than just a big fish.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video with DT Fishing. Callie, Kellen, and I are on the creek hunting some smallmouth bass. Stick with it, stay tuned. Let's go catch some fish.
Stick with it, stay tuned.
Best.
Hate the taste, it's fun. Outsidey. Outsidey.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, we have music added in.
Smallmouth on the fly. Look at that.
Oh, it's a little. He's
The
zooming.
fishing session was going great, and the location was absolutely beautiful. But while he was walking down the creek, something unexpected happened. Out of nowhere, a large figure appeared from behind the bushes.
Bigfoot. Oh, moose. Oh, it's a moose. That's gonna charge us shit, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna charge us shit. Or is that a caribou? Is that a... No, it's not a caribou, right? That's a moose. It's a moose with no horns. Yeah, dude. Is it a moose? It's not a caribou. I'm wrong. It's not a caribou. That's right. That's a moose. Uh-oh. Bro.
Yep.
Bro.
Scream on 3. Ready? 1.
Scream on 3.
2, 3. Hey! Get out of here!
Get out of here!
Get out of here!
Ah!
It pinned its ears back. It was about to charge. Okay, let's go this way.
Yeah, dude, it totally would. They don't give a shit.
I literally saw the baby and I was like, that's so cute. And I was like, oh shit.
Me.
Get out of here!
Yeah, dude, they don't give a shit. Moose will kill you, and so a moose will trample you, and then it'll leave, and you'll be like, okay, I'm safe, it's gone, and then it'll come back and rock your shit again. Have you guys ever seen I Survived of like the animal attacks? Moose will rock your shit. I love watching I Survived, but the I Survived animal episodes, a moose will rock your shit. They don't give a shit. Moose you can yell at. You can scream at these things, but you got to be careful because
let's get up on
sometimes
this
they
hill
may
right here.
still charge your ass.
Yeah, it's
But
got your pin.
if he was alone, he'd probably be fucked. If he was alone, he'd probably be fucked. But because there's a few of them, probably good.
Yeah. Just went through singing nettle.
Ah.
Well, guys, we just had quite the scary experience. We're up on the hillside right now.
See, notice how they had an animal encounter, they reacted accordingly, and immediately got the fuck out of there. Unlike 90% of the outdoor wilderness channels that we have seen in these compilations, so many of them see a bear or an animal encounter like this, and they're like, it's fine. And then the video goes on longer because they stuck around for the thing to come back.
Callie came around the corner and there was a baby moose like right next to her. And she came running back and that big moose chased her. You can see her down
Yeah, so
there.
it did have a baby with her.
Shaking.
Yeah, it's
we were
watching
in
them.
the tree.
It's like, get out of here, bitches. That thing will hunt them.
Trees. And we were like, what, 5 yards from it? And it started coming towards us and pinned its ears down. And so we yelled and it whipped around, but it followed us downstream for a good 100 yards.
Oh yeah, she got scratched up by the sting. They
we're
gotta
gonna
go
get
get
back
some
safe.
calamine lotion on that shit. Watching them is scary as shit, actually.
It's a good thing they didn't stick around too long after that. That moose was clearly being protective of its baby, and if they hadn't yelled to scare it off, things might have ended very differently. You can actually see how the moose followed them for a bit,
Yeah,
just
that's
to make
crazy.
sure they were out of its territory and her baby was safe. Nature is so unpredictable. Who would have thought they'd end their fishing day by having to run from a moose?
Smartest thing they could have done, though, was get out of there.
Kickin' Their Bass is a channel all about fishing, filled with challenges around lakes, lure reviews, and all kinds
Lure
of content that's
reviews.
usually far
Look at these views, chat. 249K, 472. What is his channel? Kicking Their Base TV. Do you guys want to hear the estimate on how much money he makes? What is it called? Kicking Their Base TV. Estimated. Let's see. 1.4 million subs. Oh, this is bullshit. This says it's 8K max. No fucking way. No fucking way. I'd say he's probably at 16K a month, would be my guess with these views. And the length of these videos, yeah, I'm guessing at least 16K. And even that's probably low. Yeah, his most recent videos from 5 days ago with 380,000 views. 100% he's making more than 8K a month. There's no fucking way. A month.
from anything creepy. But in this particular video, he heads out to fish at a spot he's been to before, a spot that's always had something off about it.
What do you
Still,
mean,
he
something
never really
off?
paid much attention to that feeling.
Is this a
He got
haunted
right
ghost,
into it,
haunted
and he
fishing
was
spot?
right. The fish were absolutely massive. Cast after cast, he was so in such a
Oh, I'm also in a ghost and paranormal mood right now, chat, because I've been watching X-Files from the beginning in preparation for Kugler's X-Files spin-off, reboot, whatever he's calling it. I don't remember. But so I've been watching the X-Files. I'm in season 3 right now. So I'm kind of in an alien paranormal mood. So, yeah.
such a creepy location, a place that's not really near any other people. You get to
I do admit I am a nosy little shit. So, like, if I go somewhere and I'm like, this is bad vibes, I'll acknowledge the bad vibes, but, like, I would go back with other people. I probably wouldn't go back alone, depending on the deal. But especially because if I didn't know why it was off, but it, like, mentally felt off. You know what I'm saying? Boop, boop.
a weird man staring you down, holding something in his hand? Yeah, that's really scary. The thing is, he never actually saw what the guy was holding. So what if it really was a weapon? Like a bat, an axe, or something worse. Maybe he was actually planning to hurt him. Now, yeah, it's true. We don't see the person in the video, but the reaction felt random and real. Of course, there's also the chance that nothing was actually going on.
Yeah.
Maybe the man was just passing through, saw someone fishing,
Oh, sorry.
and was just watching out of curiosity.
Did I fuck up?
Leo. But the reaction to it is all about
Sorry,
fishing,
chat.
filled with challenges
I fucked
around
up.
lakes, lure reviews,
Yeah,
and all
I
kinds of
clicked around.
content
My
that's
bad.
usually far from
I opened
anything
up Discord
creepy.
to send a
But in
message.
this particular video, he heads out to fish at a spot he's been to before, a spot that's always had something off about it. Still, he never really paid much attention to that feeling. He got right into it, and he was right. The fish were absolutely massive. Cast after cast, he was so in such a creepy location.
Oh, sorry. Did I do
a
it
place
again?
that's not really near any other people. You get a weird
No,
man
okay,
staring
sorry,
you
let me
down,
move my
holding
mouse.
something
I
in
think
his
I-
hand.
I
Yeah,
crocheted-
that's
I
really scary.
did
the
a-
thing
did a
is,
stitch.
he never actually saw what the guy
And
was
I think I
holding.
hit the
So what
the
if it
mouse.
really was a weapon? Like a bat, an axe, or something
No,
worse?
did I do it
Maybe
again?
he was actually a creepy location, a place that's
God, I
not
did do
really
it.
near
Okay.
any other people.
I'm not touching
You
it.
get a weird man staring you down, holding something in his hand? Yeah, that's really scary. The thing is, he never actually saw what the guy was holding.
Do we have
so
the video?
what if it really was a before, a spot that's always had something off
Is this
about
edited
it.
weird?
Still, he never really paid much attention to that feeling. He got right into it, and he was right. The fish were absolutely massive. Cast after cast, he was so in such a creepy
Oh.
location, a place
You know what it was? Kicking their bass, copyright claimed his ass. That's what it is. That's what it is. They copyright claimed them for using their video. That's what it is. So this is edited out. That's why. He clipped it out. That's what it is. I thought I was clicking it around. That's why there's all these weird spots. I'll skip ahead.
person in the video, but the reaction felt random and real. Of course, there's also the chance that nothing was actually
Yeah.
going on. Maybe the man was
They
just
got their
passing
shit
through,
clipped.
saw someone fishing, and was just watching out of curiosity. Who knows? At the end of the day, his gut told him it was time to leave. And who are we to judge that? Let me know what you think. Was he really in danger or just overreacting? Drop it in the comments. And while you're down there, just a quick reminder. There's a little button that helps you see more
Yeah.
videos like this one. It's called subscribe, it's free.
No.
And hey, you can always change your mind later.
Betcha than have more views than the OG vid. I mean, no, this is 58K. Kick in the Bass has an average of 300,000 views. So it doesn't matter. If you're a full-time creator, I copyright claim people that include me in some of these videos. It depends on the views. If you have less than 5K, I usually don't give a shit. But if you have 100,000 subs, and you're using like a large portion of my video without adding to it, I will copyright claim that clip. You know, because this is my job. This is my income. You know, that's the reality of it. Let me see if I can find any other. Do we know what the video is? I mean, it's really funny because his thumbnails are so copy and pasted. I'm like looking at his channel off to the side. This really is kind of brilliant because fishing content is one of those types of content you can really replicate really anything.
Brody is a guy who's really out there living my dream, traveling around different islands, spending nights under the stars, most of his time on a boat, fishing, eating fresh food, and just having a great time with his friends. And the best part, he films everything. His videos are not only fun to watch, but also really educational.
Look at the views on here.
He often teaches by simply showing us how he does things himself. In this particular video, he heads out to a remote island in Australia. And let's just say, it ends with him in a... You know what? Why don't I just show you?
I've been camping for the last couple of days, and it's time to get a feed. But to give myself an extra challenge, I'm actually after a venomous species of fish.
Is he about to poison himself? Is that what we're about to watch this man do? Is poison himself? Oh my fucking god.
Using my bare hands to catch it. Stay there.
Look at the doggy.
Whoa! Whoa! Go! 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 Get out! Way to go. Good girl. Box it in. Box it in. Ooh. This could be lunch.
Is this a
Way to go,
stonefish?
Sarah. Good girl.
Oh my fucking god.
Ah, he bit me!
No shit!
Ah! 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 There he goes.
He got bit, but nothing too extreme. It didn't stop him. He kept going, continuing his exploration and even trying to catch more dangerous creatures along the way.
I know, you would think...
Right in front of me. Under
No,
this
he's
little
still
pebble.
there.
I'm pretty sure. Is the world's deadliest, most venomous octopus, the blue ring octopus. I'll be very, very bloody careful here.
Oh my fucking god.
One bite. Can't see in this angle. That's not going to work because as much as I want to get that shot, I do not want to get bitten by this.
Side note, this is beautiful framing. This is stunning. This is maybe some of the best outdoor at night footage I've seen in a minute. Because this lighting over here, phenomenal. This, super fucking cool. If only he wasn't being kind of an idiot while he was doing it.
This beautiful, beautiful thing. So I need to cruise around here so I can see what I am doing. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Hi, mate. My name's Brody. It is absolutely lovely to meet you. Hi.
Is he touching it? Is he fucking touching it? Oh my god, he's fucking touching
Oh,
it.
please don't go that way. That's my body, mate.
Get up! Oh my
That's,
fucking god.
That's the wrong way.
He literally risked his life just to film something like that for us. But that's Brody, always going all in. Then, the very next day, while walking along the beach, he spotted a pufferfish that had been washed up on shore. Without wasting a second, he jumped into action to help it out, carefully handling it and making sure he didn't get bit in the process. But then, this happened.
Oh, there he goes. Did he just come to say hello? What the hell just happened?
Is he gonna step on it?
There he is. Yeah, he's fine. He's off. What is this athlete bully having a crack at me now? From friend to enemy.
If you got here, the secret word is rain.
Oh my god. Is this, you know... Oh, it got him! Oh, God. You know, I have met people... I'm not like this. You guys, I do dumb things all the time, but usually when I take a dumb risk, it's calculated, okay? And usually it's in the pursuit of a good story. It's not usually in the pursuit of like a YouTube video, okay? But I know YouTubers that they would truly be happy if they died while making a video. Like they love YouTube so much, their only goal is YouTube, and they'll probably die one day making a YouTube video, you know? And this, not to say that that's what he wants, but there's some behavior happening here that I'm confused by, you know?
Oh. Oh.
Jesus.
Holy. Oh, I wasn't looking. I was looking the other way and he full got me. Oh. Oh.
It's a lot of blood.
That's really bad. Oh. Ah. He was so fast. I deserve that. I'm not mad at him. Oh, I gotta go to hospital. Ha! Ah! Ah, that's bad.
Get out of the water and go to the hospital.
Oh my God, I don't think I have a finger anymore. I actually think he bit half my finger off. I just
He just said half his. He thinks it took half his finger off.
Come on, pick up. Hey, Dad. This is a little bit of an emergency call. Nothing. It's not fatal, but I got bit by something in my fingers. Sort of down to the bone. Matt.
Down to the bone.
I'm gonna start driving back now, but I just
I'm assuming it got
lost and all that. You should meet me.
like the meat of his
ASAP
finger.
And probably take over and take me to the hospital. No, again, do not stress. It's not life-threatening, but.
For those who didn't know, pufferfish have teeth, and very strong ones. Their bite can cause some serious damage, as you saw. Brody got half his finger bitten down to the bone and had to go straight to the hospital.
Yeah, I'm
He ended up
assuming.
needing surgery and took a short break from YouTube afterward. We can only hope he's recovering well. And while these kinds of videos are absolutely awesome
It either
to watch,
took the
it's a
top of
reminder
his
that
finger
YouTubers
off or a
sometimes
chunk
take
of the
unnecessary
meat, I'm
risks
assuming.
just to capture the perfect shot, forgetting, even for a moment, about their own safety. It's in moments like this that reality hits, and they start thinking about themselves too. Brody is an awesome person.
Yeah.
I love watching his adventures.
Probably
and I
either the
really hope
meat
he
down
makes a
here
full
or the meat
recovery.
here.
But more than that, I hope he'll be a little
Or
more
the
careful
side.
moving forward.
And being back in the water
So
with it is
there's
insane.
this guy, Tim Shaddock. He's 54, from Australia, and a real adventurer type. He and his dog, Bella, left the Baja Peninsula in
Bella.
Mexico, planning a huge sailing trip across the Pacific all the way to French Polynesia. But things didn't go as planned. Not even 2 weeks in, they got hit by a violent storm. The boat's electronics, gone. No navigation, no communication,
That's
just
horrifying.
stuck out there, floating in the middle of nowhere. And that's how it stayed for 3 whole months.
What?
Completely cut off from the world until one day, a helicopter from a tuna fishing boat noticed the tiny vessel out in open water. They sent a boat to check it
God.
out, and that's when Tim's insane survival story finally came to light.
Jesus.
The big dog, bro.
Oh, the doggy's good.
Do you speak English? Yeah? How are you doing? You okay? Hi, my name is Andres. We need to know if you have any drugs or weapons on board. No, I have no drugs or weapons.
Are you sure?
I'm sure, yeah. You can check everything.
You need to make sure you don't have any weapons or drugs on you, right?
Yeah, sure. I've just got fishing gear, survival gear.
Okay, do you have a knife on your... Can I get it, please?
No, with all the bag.
Take it out, please.
I don't blame them for being like, hey, we don't know what the deal is.
Okay, can I get your name, please? Tim Shaddock. Okay, where are you from? Oh, you're I'm recording. Oh, you're recording, okay. Where are you from? I'm from Australia. Yeah? Do you have the date of your departure? Yes. I departed Mexico on... where from Mexico? La Paz. La Paz?
The crew quickly gave Tim something to drink and sent out a speedboat to get him off the drifting catamaran. He had made it this far by eating raw fish and collecting rainwater, though there were many moments where he truly believed that he and Bella wouldn't survive. After being rescued, he was finally flown back to Australia, where he got to reunite with his family. It honestly feels like something straight out of a movie. Just thinking about those 3 months, completely alone, drifting in the ocean, holding on to hope that someone might eventually show up. It's hard to even imagine. But the moment he saw people again, you could feel that relief. I'm so glad he made it out, and seeing that spark of joy in his eyes when he was rescued, that says everything. That's it for today. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when we post. Also,
6 trail encounters that'll make you afraid of
Better
it.
to watch your back.
We're out of the water.
Look over your shoulder when you're out here alone in the woods, because you never know what's behind you. You're about to watch Wilderness Whispers.
Wilderness Whispers. Wilderness Whispers.
First off, I want to thank you all for the kind and heartfelt messages you left on the community post, where I shared that this video would be delayed for a few days due to personal reasons. It truly shows how close we've become as a community, and that's exactly what I've always dreamed of building.
It's very weird to have an AI voice say this to you. Because, like, on one hand, I'm like, oh, that's so awful, I'm so sorry. But also, I'm like, you have an AI voice telling me that, you know?
A place where we support each other. And from what I see, we've really made that happen. Now, sit back and enjoy the video. This is a small channel that's only put out 3 videos so far. All of them are just him going treasure hunting, filming as he goes, no real commentary, just showing what he finds. But he kicked things off with a pretty strong start. In his first video, he came across something a little out of the ordinary. He was metal detecting in the woods when he suddenly came across a backpack. Naturally, he picked it up. I mean, come on.
I would.
A random backpack in the middle of the forest.
I would probably leave it there, but I would look.
Yeah, it definitely threw him off.
I would look. It's barely, they're not even really trying to hide it. Is it a head? Is it a head? Why would you move it? Check it there. I wouldn't move it. I would check it where it was. I would check it where it was, because you don't know what it is. I would leave it there and check it where it was. Because if it is something and you're like, fuck, you've disturbed a crime scene, you know? Dude, I want a metal detector so bad. Guns. Head. hard drive? A fucking hard drive? Yeah, dude, you're in some shit. You're in some shit. Now. You're in some shit. No, because fuck that, actually. Because what is that?
2 trash bags. What was inside them was definitely not what you'd expect.
Cutting them open is so dumb. Bro, put that shit back right fucking now. Put it back. Put it back right now. They will hunt you for fucking sport. Put it back. Put it back immediately. Put it back exactly where you found it. Go set it the fuck back. Pretend you were. Get out of there immediately. Dude, they will hunt you fucking down. Go put it back. Go put it back. Go be thankful you were wearing gloves and go put it the fuck back. Go put it the fuck back. Ugh. That's exactly what I thought it was. I was like, head, guns. I don't think I said drugs, but like you assume it's drugs. Hell, if it was money, I'd be like, put it back. Yes, dude, I'm not taking the fucking drugs. Dude, do you know, listen. I live in LA. I grew up in Santa Ana area, all right? There's shit you don't fuck with, okay? Anyone running drugs in this quantity, I'm not fucking with. Sorry. I'm not touching shit. I don't trust cops, okay? And I certainly as shit don't trust their ability to protect me from any gang, cartel, mob, any of that. I don't. Nah, sorry. Sorry. You know what? I'm not snitching this situation. I'm not putting myself, I would be putting myself in danger. I'd be putting my dog in danger, my family in danger. I'm not fucking with that. I'm not testifying in this shit. And if you didn't snitch, forget snitching. If you tried to run this shit yourself, now you're triple fucked. Now you're triple fucked, okay? Because now you're involved in drugs, okay, if you weren't already. And now also you sold their shit and you got money for their shit. You're screwed. There's no winning here. Posting this is fucking insane if this is real. If this is not bullshit, because that backpack's a little too clean, you know, I will say. Like, this is insane. There's certain things I don't fuck with. Thank you for following, Huey. Welcome in. Was it me saying I wouldn't snitch? Is where you were like, I gotta follow her. Jesus. The hard drive is weird as shit. Don't you fucking dare! This has to be fake. This has to be fake. This has to be fake. It's gotta be fake. Because you can't be this dumb. You can't be this dumb. There's no fucking way. It has to be fake. We're operating on the assumption this is fake. This is crazy. It's flour. The silence? Yeah, I think the consistency is off. I don't think that's right. Yeah, let me open another box. Let me do it again. 15. I'm sorry, this is 50K. Oh, he thinks that's cash. Okay, yeah. That's a gun. Okay, now this is like comically fake. Oh God, but again, I don't care. Again, I don't want to hear that one of my audience found a bag in the woods and did something stupid, okay? The moving it from the original location, stupid. Okay? Gee, I wonder what that is. It's the triple wrapped gun for me. He's not concerned whatsoever. Like, the lack of survival instinct exhibited in this video. Hey guys, welcome to my flat lay. Welcome to my what's in my bag video. So here's how you film a what's in my bag video. First, you unwrap all of your drugs and you lay it out with the thing that is maybe, but definitely probably not a gun. And you lay it out nice and pretty in the tree so you can take a photo for it. So you have the evidence of it on your phone. Oh, go fuck yourself, actually. They're into drugs, they're into illegal money, they have guns, they have diamonds that they just keep in a little baggie. Let me put it back in the bag. Conscientious. After you've cut shit open. He's still going. Jesus fucking Christ. This has to be fake because I'm choosing to believe that no one has this little of
Let's think about this. We're talking bags full of cocaine, a wrapped up gun, diamonds, and straight up cash. That screams drug dealer to me. And honestly, it looks like whoever stashed it was probably on the run, hid it somewhere deep, thinking only they'd know where to find it later. Now this creator, he's either the luckiest guy alive or the absolute unluckiest. 'Cause let's be real, whoever left that behind, yeah, they're definitely coming back for it, and they're not gonna be thrilled to find someone's been messing with their stash. What really
Open everything. Hey guys, here's my haul of what I found in the woods. Honestly, low-key funny. You know, we need more funny found footage horror movie style movies, you know? Like, we need a, let's see, we need like a, hey guys, come with me metal detecting in the woods. And then it's like, but it's like a girly pop style of movie and she finds a bag like this. And then just, the video ends in the background with like, you clearly hear a door closing nearby, like up out of camera. And her just being like, I don't know, hang on, I hear Hermes making noise. 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry, chat. Hermes needed dinner. And then my friend, I got a DM from my friend on Twitter, and I was like, oh, that's not her. My friend got hacked, and they're messaging everyone she knows, so I had to message her on another account. Yeah, Brian, this isn't a secret account. This has been, this has been extremely publicized for the better part of a year-ish. Hi, your dinner's downstairs. I got a thing of goldfish.
Throws me off, though, is the fact that he destroyed evidence and never even called the police. That just makes it worse. You don't mess with this kind of thing. People involved in that level of crime, they'll do anything to track down whoever took their stuff. But at the same time, let's not ignore the possibility this could be staged. I mean, if I stumbled across that much coke,
The
I doubt
absolute
I'd
lack
be
of
slicing
urgency
the
from this
bags
dude
open
tells
like
me
it's
it's
nothing.
staged.
What do you guys think? Is it real or just for views?
Views.
Ali
I mean,
H,
everything's for views, but you get my
aka
point.
Ali Humani, is
Doggy.
a Canadian
Lots of
YouTuber
dogs
known
in
for
today's
mixing
videos.
horror, pranks, and comedy into his content. Since starting his channel back in 2011, he's built a
Wrapped up
solid
flour for a
following
bit.
of over
I mean, I respect the
260,000
grind.
subscribers, with all kinds of videos, reaction clips to scary stuff, Siri-inspired pranks, sketches, you name it. But this time, no pranks, no scares, just him and his dog heading to his old elementary school, and
The hard drive was smart because it threw us off because we were like, what the fuck? And then to open up the backpack and then it's a bag of drugs, again, could have stopped it there. Like if he had stopped it there, but the fact that he kept unboxing shit, it was crazy.
what they stumbled upon, yeah, it was pretty disturbing.
All right.
Most blessed day of your entire life. So I got my buddy Max here.
Max
we
is the
have
boy.
a big day of vlogging and fun planned for the two of us.
Oh, the
and
doggy.
I'm gonna take you guys along with that. We got.
If only
Wicky
Hermes didn't
Talkie
hate
Park over
everyone.
here.
I would
It's
love to
actually
bring him
my
around
old
with me.
elementary school. I haven't been here so long, so I figured I'd take Max here, show him where I grew up. So. Yeah,
He's
we're at
like,
my old
"Let's
elementary
go."
school. I figured me and Max would just, you know, play, have fun together, and show you what me and Max do.
Once he got there, he started walking around the playground, checking everything out like he was just revisiting old memories.
Yeah, so me and Max are heading out, but before, whoa, Max is going wild right now. But before we go, I wanted to show you guys. So, when I was a kid, I had, me and my friend were like, trying to like escape the area. So right behind that big thing there is like convenience stores and whatnot. So we were trying to like escape from school, run down there and around to go to the convenience store.
Fair.
And I had fallen on a sewer grate. And while we were trying to escape, I had fallen on a sewer grate and cracked my head open, and I was like bleeding everywhere. So I want to show you guys that spot because I haven't been in that spot since I was a kid.
What?
So
Crazy
yeah,
field
you guys
trip.
are here.
He started recalling this one time when he was playing around the area and fell right on a sewer grate, cracked his head open pretty bad. So he walked over to show us exactly where
Oh,
it happened.
Jesus, yeah,
but
that'll
while
get
he
you.
was there, his dog suddenly caught sight of something, and that's when things took a turn.
So I cracked my head there, and it literally like, I don't know how to explain it, but that hitting your head on like solid steel hurts a lot. Ow, Max, stop pulling. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh.
A GoPro? I saw that when he pulled
Guys.
up, but
That's a GoPro. What the? Did you just find me a GoPro?
he's like, I found it.
Good boy. Good boy. Okay, guys, so Max found a GoPro. So big shout out to Max. So now we got a second GoPro, which is amazing. Super hyped about that because now I can get like more angle shots and stuff like that, which is gonna be great. This is a GoPro Hero 3. So that's great. We're at Emma's house now. I have to help her with a few things. So unfortunately I haven't even checked out the GoPro really yet. Just like tossed it in my bag. But I'll get a chance to look at it later.
A GoPro. And let's be real. Any one of us who found a random camera like that would be curious enough to check what's on it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd check
so he
it.
took it home and tried turning it on, but no luck. It wouldn't power up. Luckily, though, there was still a memory card inside. He popped it in to see what was on it, and that's when things started to get a little weird.
Depends how many videos are on it.
Honestly, that footage was really, really weird, and it kind of tripped me out. It made me feel really, really, really uneasy.
I don't believe you.
I know, it's really, really creepy. It's like satanic or something.
Satanic?
But yeah, so it definitely creeped me out, but I want to show you guys the footage. I'm not going to be doing a reaction to it because I already saw it and it won't be like a genuine reaction. But I'm going to play the footage for you guys right now.
Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this. I've seen this. There's a lot of speculation on it. I have seen this version. I've seen it. The editing is dumb. Because why is there an edited video on a GoPro? Why her face is blurred out? This footage I've seen.
I don't even know what that was supposed to mean. Just this creepy compilation
I've
of
seen
clips
that
that
one.
honestly looked like they were coming from some kind of cult. It actually
The
reminded
original
me a
video
bit
is
of
like
The Ring,
it's
if
like
you've
a
seen it.
human
And if that's
sacrifice
the case,
clip-ish.
well, looks like all of us
but
who just
it's-
watched that footage are doomed
there's no
in 7
evidence
days.
of it or anything
Now,
like
sure,
that.
it could have been some elaborate prank pulled by a bunch of kids, but even that feels kinda off. Or, yeah, maybe Ali staged the whole thing. But
Yeah,
what
he
if
doesn't
didn't?
sound
What if
really
someone really
concerned.
did film all of that from inside a satanic cult? Maybe there's some deeper meaning to it. Or that strange voice in the background could be saying something in reverse, or just distorted enough to sound creepy on purpose. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And if you're into this kind of content, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. And hey, you can always change your mind later. Cindy was on vacation at the Grand Canyon on June 3rd, 2017, celebrating her birthday with her family and taking in the breathtaking views. The area is mostly surrounded by guardrails, as it's extremely dangerous due to its height and steep drops. In front of her stood a barefoot man who appeared to be intoxicated. Apparently, deciding the view wasn't impressive enough from behind the rails, he jumped over them and began walking along the edge.
He should come back. Is there anybody that works here? What?
Oh, do not have to get out though. Okay. Okay. I have to get back up though. That's the issue. Climbing that rock.
What the fuck is happening?
It's going back, man.
Just come back.
Oh yeah, I'll come back sometime. Oh, this is
It is, but
I don't want to watch this dude die.
Unfortunately, what everyone feared most ended up happening. Despite Cindy repeatedly telling him to come back, the man refused to listen. After a moment, she heard him say, "That's going to be a problem." And in the very next second, they all watched in shock as he lost his grip and fell off the edge.
Jesus.
is he okay? Wait. Oh no. Oh no. No, don't look. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We told him to come back up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We need a call. You have your phone. Get your
You
phone.
posted this?
Give me a call. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, we. Baby girl.
Yeah, move your kid immediately. I'm so sorry. Move your kid.
Has this ever happened before?
He's not moving, huh? He's not moving. Hello? Hello?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Hello?
They quickly called 911.
I don't
and
doubt
a
this is
rescue
real,
helicopter
but
was
Jesus.
dispatched to the scene. The good news, he actually survived the fall.
Shit.
Incredibly lucky, as he landed just short of a second drop that would have been fatal. While he made it out alive, he spent 2 agonizing months in a coma, battling
Jesus.
sepsis caused by infections in both of his collapsed lungs. Mentally, he's still sharp, but his memory is hit or miss. So, what's the takeaway here? Don't risk everything just to grab some attention. The view he was chasing
what were you
wasn't any
doing?
better than the one Cindy had just 2 meters behind the railing. Those guardrails are there for a reason. It's not the first time something like this has happened. So respect the rules, and if you're going to ignore them to play the daredevil, at least wear shoes with some grip. And maybe don't do it intoxicated.
Don't do it at all.
This next video comes out of Branca, Romania. 2 cousins were out driving on a snowy road when they ended up getting stuck in the snow. The guy who filmed it, also the creator, whipped out his phone to start recording, mainly just to clown his cousin a bit. Can't lie, that's probably what I'd do too. But while he was joking around and filming, something strange showed up in the background, and it left them seriously confused. Check this out.
I'm a Damon. Da. Good.
Oh my god, please.
Чуваку. Че встає?
Honestly, their reaction felt real.
If I lived in the snow, I would fuck with people like this. I would fuck with people if I lived in the snow like this. I would have a Bigfoot costume.
Really genuine. Like, you could tell they were actually confused and a bit freaked out. But what was that thing? Could they have actually caught Bigfoot on camera? Whatever it was, it just stood there staring at them. And the second it realized it had been spotted, it took off. Now I can't say for sure if this was real or staged, but let me tell you something. Some of you already know this, but yeah, I'm from Romania. And believe it or not, I actually grab coffee with Bigfoot from time to time. He always talks about how sad he is that nobody believes in him, and there I am, trying to comfort the guy while y'all just keep saying he's fake. So please, bring justice for Romanian Bigfoot. Sort of Interesting is a channel that's all about wild camping,
Wilderness Whispers
stealth
gives me a
camping,
headache.
pretty much every kind of camping you can think of. They also do outdoor gear reviews, and the vibe is usually super chill and relaxing, even kind of cozy in a way. But this time, things took a bit of a creepy turn during what was supposed to be just another wild camping adventure.
It's rained already today. Everything's soaking on the ground. It's forecast 50% chance of rain for every hour until 9 AM tomorrow. My shoes are literally falling apart around my feet.
Jesus.
And I couldn't set out until after it had got dark. This sounds like the recipe of a fantastic first ever solo wild camp.
All
I'm
right.
Dan Brown, and let's just go and enjoy some nice peaceful calm time in the hills. I
Some
have
calm
actually
time in
got
the
a
hills.
backup battery to recharge my head torch and my phone and stuff. However, I'm going to keep my head torch on relatively low settings for most of the time up to the camping spot, because I don't want to end up pitching the tent without the ability to really power up the light if I need to.
He started hiking deeper into the woods, taking a few breaks along the way, mostly because his backpack was pretty heavy and slowing him down a bit.
So I've been walking for about an hour at this point, and it really is amazing.
Yeah, I'm assuming he just uses like 11 labs or something and plugs
also,
it into
the fact
AI to
I'm
read the
using much
scripts.
dimmer lights is
I don't think he
starting to make me
talks
think
and
I'm
then
sure
has
I
the
can
AI
hear
edit it.
stuff and see little flashes and that. I'm sure I can't, but I can't be sure in here where I need to be. So yeah, quick backpack rest, and then we're gonna get. In fact, I might get the stove out now. Find a spot on the way ahead.
At this point, he was just looking for a flat stone to set up his stove and cook some dinner. He switched his torch to full beam to light up the area and get a better look at where he was going. But that turned out to be not the best idea.
Dim lights only now. I was just shining
I blame
the torch
fear,
around on
me.
full beam, showing like the woods to the camera. Some car somewhere on a road up there stopped, and I swear a torch shone into the trees.
No, it's
obviously
humans.
from well
Worse.
above my head, but it's just spooked me a bit.
But a few moments later,
Oh man, my heart is going. I swear the car that I just mentioned pulled up and somebody has got out. I don't know if it's just coincidence. I'm trying to tell myself that, but I am really, oh my goodness me. I know. This isn't fun, this. I am so stupid. I am the stupidest person I don't know if you can see that they are literally scanning up and down. They are literally. Can you see this on the ground? They're literally looking straight at me. I know.
if you got here, comment the word house.
No.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm literally crouched. I'm sat on the ground. Right, the camera off. After a while, they finally left, and so I stayed hanging around in the woods for a good while after, just to make sure everybody was definitely gone.
He ended up leaving, and honestly, there could be a few reasons why that person stopped in the first place. First, maybe they saw the light through the trees while driving and thought they were witnessing something paranormal, something rare. So they pulled over to check it out. Second, they might have assumed someone was lost and alone out there and genuinely wanted to help. Or third, and yeah, this one's darker, but maybe they knew it was a person walking alone
What
in
is
the
this
woods
B-roll,
and
Wilderness?
had bad intentions, maybe even criminal. I know that one feels a bit far-fetched, but you never really know. Bottom line,
I'm so sorry. Someone doing something criminal is more far-fetched than them thinking they saw something paranormal. That's more far-fetched. Like what?
is you never want to give away your location when you're deep in the woods. You just don't know who you might run into. Luckily, the creator had the sense to turn off his flashlight and stay hidden, and once the person finally left, he went the opposite direction. Smart move. This creator's from Russia, and his videos usually focus on hunting and fishing. They're always super entertaining and relaxing, perfect background content. This particular one was all about fishing deep in the wilderness. It started off really calm, just the usual peaceful vibe. But somewhere along the way, it shifted, and suddenly it wasn't just about whether he'd catch a fish. It became a real question of, will this video end, or will his life?
Спиннинг я сути не доставал. Еще ни разу не рыбачил. Все оборудование.
Equipment.
Вон сколько всего. Рыбачить буду на вертушечку, вот на такую. Вертушка та же с прошлого года. Ничего у меня не
Russian
поменялось.
Bigfoot. Russian outdoor boys.
Пришлось, короче, все это дело обрезать. Сходил, подумал, даже бумага есть. Мало ли мысли записать. Ну все, ребята, спиннинг собрал.
Why did we include the clip of
Короче.
him using what I believe to be an outhouse?
Еще один поводок нашел на запас. Такой ядреный, как вот этот чай. Очень крепко завалился. Все, сейчас тихонько пойду, покидаю. В этой речке есть и хариус, и щука.
Why are we wasting tea?
Так, беру только самое необходимое.
He started fishing, moving from spot to spot, not having much luck at first, just casting and hoping. But then he stumbled across a new spot that looked promising, and that's when it happened.
Let me guess. Hunters. Gunshots.
Slow down. Hey.
Bear.
Slow down.
Ah, big bear.
Уходи, говорю! Уходи!
Bear's like, you think I give a shit?
Уходи, говорю!
Bear's like, all right, you haven't even caught any fish yet. Can you hurry up and catch some fish so I can come steal it from you? Are we swearing?
Вот такие, друзья, блядь, дела. Как идти сейчас непонятно.
Well, next time you run into a bear, just start cussing it out. It might actually work. This guy did, and you could literally see the confusion on the bear's face, like, why is this random human in my house yelling at me? In the US, people are out here yelling, hey bear, trying to scare it off. In Russia, you're straight up roasting the bear like it owes you money. Poor bears, man. The creator was seriously lucky the bear didn't attack. Things could have gone south real quick. Hopefully he had bear spray on him, though he didn't mention it. Honestly, if you're ever out fishing or hiking deep in the woods, always carry bear spray. A gun? Probably not gonna do much unless you're a trained marksman. But bear spray? That stuff actually works. Or hey, worst case, just start swearing at the bear. Who knows? Maybe
curse the
that'll
bear
do
out.
the trick. That's it for today.
And that's it for us too, chat. That's it for us as well. Let's see. Who is still alive? Scootish! I keep thinking it's Monday. It's not Monday. All right. Have fun with Scootish, chat. Oops. Trade. There we go. Bye. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. I'm gonna go make dinner. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye, YouTube.